it was part of my job a couple years ago, and I haven't done it in a while, so I had to relearn everything.
What'd you say? I wouldn't have a clue. Wait, so we're not replaying last session? I mean, if we replay last session, we can save the telescope.
I had 2 space heaters running this one. Insane, man.
I left one at my mom's house. I was like, I won't need one. I live in Texas now. That was a mistake. I was wrong.
Alrighty guys, good evening, and welcome to our third episode here of the Silver Sparrows short campaign that we're running. Feels weird to be playing on a weekday night, not a weekend for once. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to run a session for you guys here tonight. Hope you all enjoy it. It's been a long day, and I believe all of us probably have work tomorrow, so we're not going to go over the announcements. So, last together, we watched as the Silver Sparrows, after gaining their information that they got from Perseus, ventured into the sewers and through a secret entrance through the wine cellar of the observatory. After making their way up into the observatory, they found what appeared to be a library of sorts with a locked door. Genera, being the receptive man he was, and quickly searching through the bookcases, found one book that seemed a bit out of place, and with ease opened it and was able to discern that this was the key. Which sucks. But anyways, you guys very quickly made it into the second room of the observatory, where this obnoxious swamp-like smell filled the air. Upon further investigation, you guys found these bubbling oozes of various liquids in the corner of those barrels and crates, and getting a strong whiff of each of them, you fell upon some irregular side effects as the noxious gases began to creep into your minds and twist to your reality. A few of you fell under some different effects. Jax, you began to believe that you were almost on par with the gods, that your power was something you couldn't control, so out of fear of using it, you had to restrain yourself from using your full strength. Genera, you fell under the effects of, and still are under the effects of, believing you are a were-rabbit, and for the next month, anytime you see a full moon, will act accordingly. Runtar, you came upon some hallucinations that filled the room in which you very quickly, after harming yourself repeatedly, found these hallucinations to be. And then finally we had Zeus, who, for lack of better terms, became a loving and fearful follower of all of his friends, and began to do something with his band here. Let's say.
It was basically the groupie you can't get rid of.
But But yeah, so eventually you guys traversed in farther in after making your way throughout and investigating what you could throughout here, making a bridge of tables across this goo after you guys had spilled it. And as you were investigating the next room, this ominous-looking table with all these different vials and beakers and boiled substances on them. Kel, you felt a sudden surge of a warning and something call out to you, telling you to watch out from behind as you realized it was your base. And at that instant, this turned around, this massive golem made of metal and twisting metal and aether began to attack you. You guys dealt with it fairly quickly, only a few of you taking minimal amounts of damage before you made it into the next room, in which you found a book labeled The Story of the Primes. And as you guys continued through, you found the door in which you assumed to be the final room. And as you guys tried to discern what was going on with this door and the runes etched around it, Druntar, you decided that whatever this thing was in this room that mapped the stars and was used for research, not to your liking. So you melted the metals on it, and crushed the stone, and bent everything into it all out of shape, destroying what was there. As you guys burst into the next room, you found what appeared to be some sort of magic circle, this twisting, ever-turning portal of black and purple. Upon further investigation, you guys found nothing that really caught your eye throughout this room. You guys decided to venture into this unknown portal. While in this portal, you found yourselves in Shadowplane Crumbles, a shadowy reflection of the current realm. It struck terror and fear into most of you. The black castle towering off in the distance, and the thundering, rolling clouds above. You guys ventured throughout this here, following the opposite direction of this castle, looking for some sort of semblance of a way home, or possibly a way out. Until you eventually found the ruins of a small little city. This small mist rolling throughout it, and you guys eventually were approached by a large, black-winged creature, in which he stated he wanted to play a game with all of you. While only one of you fell under his spell, the game quickly ceased. He teleported you all to the Black Citadel that you saw when you first entered. And you met with a man who claimed to be named Nova. He exclaimed that the blade in which you all searched for is one that he is also has interest in. And he asked that you simply bring it to him so that he may do something with it before you take it home. So we find you guys after he has transported you back into the city of Brawlhalla. And as you guys look around, it appears as only maybe an hour has passed, even though you've been gone for nearly a day.
I just want to let you know your mic over the stream audio sounds quite intriguing.
Oh, can you hear it?
Yeah, do you have like a 3D printer going in the background?
Yeah, I do.
Stream can hear that for sure.
Oh, my bad. I can turn it off.
It's real
I
real
thought it was
wacky.
some sort of like digital interference because every time it was weird.
I can pause it.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
No, it's on the Twitch stream.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I hear it now.
Okay.
That was wild.
There, is that better?
I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, I mean, if it was the 3D printer, then yeah.
Well, I mean, I figured you were... Alright. So, now that we are back, we find you guys in the late night within the city of Brawlhalla, merely hours after you entered the portal. While you guys were what seemed to be in there for maybe what seemed like half a day, maybe 6 to 7 hours traversing this dark land. It seems as only an hour or so has passed within this realm.
Well, what's the play now?
I think I need some rest after whatever the hell that was. I'm gonna have to take a moment to kind of digest what just happened.
I think that
Said it's
all
only-
of us have a duty to contact the Silver Sparrows and alert them of this Nova character and how they wish to meddle with our current objective.
Damn, you said it had only been about an hour had passed.
It was
That is
nighttime.
what it seems.
Oh,
Of course, if you had
Have to say if. Oh, well, some other guy on some other continent has that. I would say if it's only looks like time changed a little slower here. We still don't have much to approach the Silver Sparrows with, or sorry, the collective with. And the gala is still on. Depending
We
on
Never
whether or not
found
we
the knife.
we still don't even know what the knife does.
This is all true. That's why we don't have much to approach them with unless we wanted to let them know about this Nova character, but I don't think it matters yet until we
Yeah, I think we play our cards when the time is right. Try not to
I
include
think that
them.
the collective should know that there is another party, Vidi, to our current task that wish to intervene to collect upon it.
I think we could potentially keep that to ourselves for just a moment.
I don't think he's the kind of person we need to make angry.
We also don't have much to say to the collective beyond that, and since we haven't made any progress ourselves, it's kind of a moot point.
Perhaps the Sparrows know of this Nova. I don't know why we would not announce it. What do we gain to keep it to ourselves?
The potential that he does not vaporize us. I don't know about you. I'm not in a vaporized kind of mood tonight.
Well, then
Yeah.
you and I differ
Yes.
in a couple of ways. One of which being I'm willing to be vaporized to uphold my duty to the
If I
Sparrows.
haven't,
sounds
can
like
I
a
can I
personal
tell the rest
problem.
of the group all of
I'm
the
not.
symbology I recognized last time?
Yeah, you can share it with them if you like.
Okay, so we're all on the same page.
I think
being
we.
one who's sorry.
I think he has put us in a compromising position. I don't think it's as easy as going to the Silver Sparrows and saying, "Hey, we swore an allegiance to bring this dagger to this dude, and he branded us." I don't think that looks good on us, and they might not want us around after that.
Fair point.
Well, what do we do now?
DM, would I have an understanding, like being around a lot of parties and social circles in my day? Like, how long would this party be expected to last into the night?
This gala, knowing that it is for celebrating the graduates, and I'd say you've been in this city before, so it's highly possible that you could have easily slipped into previous celebrations, even if it's the exact same one, just for different people. You would know that this probably lasts into early AM hours of the day, normal, or most people go home. Is most people want to display what they've learned, and they even have some short duels and different things going on throughout the party. Things of varying natures. I will also remind you guys that at the before you entered into the last portal, it seemed as if you tripped some sort of alarm and heard the voice of what you could assume to be Alexandra Altaris talking to you guys. Could assume that most of you are aware that she knows you were there. You don't know if she knows who your faces were or who she was there, but you know that she has been alerted to someone breaking into her house.
So, if y'all are keen to head back to this party, it will be lasting for most, if not all, of the night, if history serves me right. if you'd like, we could catch a couple Z's real quick and potentially still catch the tail end of it. But we also don't know who knows that we were there.
I'm going to make contact with the Silver Sparrows at my earliest convenience and seek direction from their ends of how to react with this bond, this deal I've made. I don't trust it, nor do I think it upholds what the Sparrows would like for me to do.
I understand why you think that's a good play. I just think we should wait to tell them anything. We don't know,
My
like
loyalties
Jack
lie.
said, how they're going to react.
My
we don't
loyalties lie
know.
solidly with the Sparrows. If you
Yeah, but we have
think
an
that I
Not
should not,
to do with allegiance. If we're dead, we can't complete their mission.
We have an obligation to act on what we can act on right now, and what we can act on is the gala.
and if we die in between here and there, they will never know of this Nova's interference. I still
then-
feel.
Well, then we'll be dead and we can't get the blade from him, so it doesn't matter.
And the next
But-
group will be better than us.
Yes, they will know of this Nova and their interest, and it might help them along the way. Once more, the common goal is better served if the Sparrows know anything that we know before we die.
I disagree. He was honestly telling us that he would return the blade after his use of it. There
Have
was
you ever-
no.
Have you ever heard of this Nova? Do you know this Nova?
I know we don't want to piss them off.
Well, maybe the Sparrows know of this Nova and know of what their goals might be.
I just think a god could be a little bit more powerful, a little bit more persuasive than our collective. And they never said no detours.
We also have to be fully prepared that this brand, this mark that we all have, allows this Nova character to spy on our machinations.
Well, I think that's worth exploring. Because maybe he doesn't necessarily see us, but he could just sense our location.
I think that's also rightly possible. So are we thinking the party, or may I also recommend maybe, and this is not something that I suggest lightly, reading some books on the subject?
Did we swipe that book about the primes?
You
Or did
did.
we leave it there?
Yes,
Okay,
you-
so
you
maybe
guys
there's
do have the
information
book.
about Nova in that book. So we could at least start there. It's in our pockets.
Yeah, I forgot. What was our reasoning for going to this party?
Intel.
To see if we could pick anything up on Chancellor Altare, just if she had any connection to it or anything. And from my knowledge, all we've got is a book and the knowledge that she knows someone was there.
Sure. And I find it hard to believe that she's going to be like talking out in the open about her doing bad things.
DM, do we have any idea if she knows how many people are there?
I don't think we know anything.
How many people are at the party, or how many people were at?
No. Yeah, at her house.
Not exactly. All you know is that after you guys entered the room, and after about maybe 90 seconds without anything happening, there seems to be trigger some silent alarm in which you guys heard her voice echoing throughout the halls. The only thing she said is that, one, she knew you were there, and two, that she was going to send you a proper welcome. Whatever that meant.
DM, while we're all still standing out in the streets right now, would I have any way to contact the Silver Sparrows of my own volition?
You would know that the bartender that works within the Yield Wench, Percy said if you ever need to get into contact with him, that never message to him.
Okay. So I'm gonna say to the party, well, I myself actually am rather thirsty for once. I'm heading his side, and I will head into the old winch.
At that instant, when you try to break off, you all hear almost echoing throughout the city.
Oh.
Citizens of Brawlhalla, it is I, your Chancellor, El Taurus. It seems that someone thought it okay to break into my home. But do not worry, I and the guards will protect you. Please, everybody, return to your homes. Protect yourselves and your children, and I and the guards will protect you.
Oopsie daisies.
Ooh, and that's probably not good.
I was literally about to say we should probably leave the city. That sucks.
So as this voice comes over, by the way, did my voice change or work? I don't.
Not for us. It didn't.
No,
Damn it.
not for us.
Oh well, it was worth a shot.
Yes.
So as this voice comes out throughout the city, echoing throughout the city, you can hear the stomping of multiple guards rushing throughout the different walkways and the different streets and alleys, kind of sweeping the city, looking for anyone or anything that might be out of the order.
Pretty out of the ordinary.
Can I catch up with I'm sorry, Druntar, for a second, please?
Yeah, easy enough.
Before he goes in. I have one more. Just let me compel you for a second, hear me out. Our Silver Sparrows, while they take precedence, correct? I agree. Have ties to the Chancellor.
Yep.
As we know, have romantic ties. And unless we want these guards to hang us up by our ankles, I don't think we need to run the risk of telling them that we invaded her home. It's our safety, and we need to complete the mission.
All right, sorry, DM. Please re-explain to me really quickly. We were supposed to invade the home of Her Majesty. That was part of the agreement.
That was
From
part
the
of
Silver
the
Sparrow.
original plan you guys came up with. It wasn't really an agreement. Part of the original. So you guys came up with that. Perseus gave you his options. You guys came up with them.
If there's romantic interest, we all know sometimes that trumps orders. I don't think it's safe.
I want to make it crystal clear. DM, dude who's in Chancellor's pants does not know we were going to go into her home.
Unless you guys told him, which I don't believe you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't know.
Not a solid move. I ain't there, though.
Yeah, Durantar doesn't care. His loyalties are 100. They're rock solid.
Then you will tell them you went alone.
I will tell them I went alone. Is actually what he's going to say. And I meant to say that earlier, too, by the way, is that I will not include any names other than my own.
Right.
And I'm going to head and I will tell the barkeep exactly what transpired, but I will modify the story as though it was me alone.
Okay, so you go in and you meet with Hallis, and explain the story of everything that happened, including going into the realm of darkness and accepting the brand. Everything that transpired?
No, the part about accepting the brand is actually the part that I'm the least comfortable about, because I think it's in the most conflict of interest. So yes, I will explain that in the utmost detail.
Okay. Just to get this clear, you're telling this to Hollis that you want him to send to Percy.
Well, DM, I don't know how much I should be telling a barkeep about this, whether or not I should actually keep some of it to myself and try to
that's what I wanted to make clear.
get an inventory. What should I roll to know the difference?
You can make an insight check to see if you trust Hallis, to see if he's a trustworthy man, and he's worth sharing your information.
I roll really low, so I basically tell him all the most important details.
Okay, that's fine. So you share your story, or your recount of the past few hours, and ask him to send off for a after about 3 minutes, Alice walks into the back room, and you see him writing on some sort of paper after you guys. And as it does, it folds up into like a little origami sparrow and shoots out the window.
Does that fly by us?
Perception check.
We're gonna have to kill the bartender.
19.
19. You indeed see a very small origami-like sparrow shoot out the window.
If I have the time, I would like to slap Jax as he's standing next to me and be like, "Can you grab that? Grab it!"
Make a sleight of hand check to try and do it, or just make a dexterity saving throw to try and do it quick enough to get his.
You're within 10 feet of me.
Oh, that's dumb. Oh no, that's gonna be a big no for me. 15.
Okay. I would say by the time you get his attention, Jax, you look up and you see it, and it's probably about 25 feet above you guys, flying off in the distance.
Well,
I mean, can I attempt to grab it?
So it's 25 feet in the air.
I don't know if I can do that. I really don't. I think I can only do like 9.
spiritual weapon. No, I'm kidding.
Spiritual.
Yeah, no, I don't. I legit don't think I can do anything about that.
You've got long range. You're a monk, right? You can throw
Yeah.
shit.
This
throw
is-
dart through
this
you,
is done.
badass.
It will be out of your guys' reach.
Yeah. I'm not the only person with long range shit. I don't know where that came from.
Okay, saying he can't do it, I'll cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay. Just roll the hit for me because you're trying to focus the spell magic on like a very tiny area.
That's fair. That's
So,
fair.
so
That's
spell the hit. Your spell the hit mark.
Oh,
If you make it fall, you can read what it says, and then we can figure out if it was a good.
that's
thing or
my
not.
goal,
Well, that's
baby.
what I was gonna do. I was gonna can I jump up, grab
That's
it, and read it?
cocked. Oh, that was a 19. I would have wanted it. 13?
Yeah, 13 hits.
I will burn that third level. Give me the paper.
So as the paper kind of unfolds and just slowly floats to the ground.
I want to grab it.
Okay, you pick it up and you read it, and it says, "Lord Perseus, I'm not sure how much I can say within this letter. Should it fall into the wrong hands, but we need to speak soon, and it is of the utmost importance." And then at the very bottom, almost as if it was written with shaky hands and almost as if someone was writing it very fearfully, it says, "It involves no."
Ooh.
Anyone here know
That
how
answers
to
that question.
make some paper? Why?
With all of you in your travels, you would know this is a very common magic item throughout the world, known as envelopes of sending. So you guys would know that most general stores sell this item.
I mean, I can't make paper fly, but I could easily just send a message to Perseus.
Are we not standing in the middle of the street while guards are sweeping?
We are. Yes, you are.
I'm not. I'm
Get
inside
out
of
of
a
the
bar
city.
talking to a barkeep. I'm
Can we
not. in the
please
city.
get out of the city?
I don't know if
Well-
we can.
Or I mean, we have to try, or else we just.
I'm
stand-
guessing everybody except for Druntar
Yeah.
has now seen the contents of this letter.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
this changes things. Let's just go inside, and I can either speak to Perseus, and we never have to let him know that the letter was intercepted, or we can ask him to resend it.
I think. What do you all think?
What do
We
we?
could
What,
also just.
why would we not
forge
just
another
keep this
one.
all to ourselves?
I don't think we should let it send. I think
Well, I think Druntar had a good point, and it turned out to be right. They know about Nova somehow. And whether that's good or bad for us, I still don't know.
It's true. We should let's at least go in and sit in the corner. I think we need to be off the street now, at a bare minimum.
Got it.
I think just if we tried to leave town, it would look very suspicious here in the middle of the night.
Yeah, as we all walk in, I would say I don't think leaving the town is a good option. We still have resources here.
Jax, do those tunnels go out the
search
city?
the inn. But what?
What?
I'm sorry, Jax. Do those tunnels of yours go outside the city to drain out?
Oh, I actually don't know. Yes, they do.
Hey, I shared that with you last session.
So
So you would know that as far as you know, from what you've used the sewers, there is a secret entrance that leads into the Tranquil Athenaeum, secret entrance that leads to the wine cellar below the Glass Citadel and Black Manor, and there is an entrance that drains out to the basin near the Sapphire Basin.
How far away is that? The Sapphire Basin.
It's on the outskirts of the city sits on the banks of it. I'm just on the outskirts. Half a mile.
There is also the well entrance where they just kind of fling stuff like right outside the bar.
Yeah.
We could just kind of, get more knee deep in this if we need to.
Let's keep
I
that in our
hate
back
to
pocket.
say it, but I don't have another option. I think that might be our only way of escaping this.
Well, if the guards are sweeping the town looking for somebody who broke in, and a colorful group such as ourselves goes missing, I think they know who to look for.
Point of order. Did you guys enter the bar? Or are you still talking in the street?
Yes, sorry, Matt, you stepped away. We entered.
I could still hear you guys. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss.
Yeah.
Walked in and found quite-
I would have liked to have stepped in off the street and sat in a corner while we debate.
That was a good call.
Hmm.
So,
Well, there's only one other
How
problem.
far is it? How long would it have taken us to walk from her house to this bar? Like, do we look suspicious walking in?
on the streets,
Yes.
get from the Diamond District to the Amethyst. Just
I thought we got teleported there. No.
well, you did.
That's what I'm
She's
wondering, is
asking
it
just feasibly. Are you asking how long it took you to get there, or if you're just asking how long it feasibly?
How long it feasibly would take?
Probably 30 minutes to main roads.
So we're good. We're actually late.
Will remind you that it seems as if about an hour has passed.
There's only one other problem, is if the town's under a pseudo-martial law and guards burst in here and start searching us. What do we have from her residence that would let us?
The book.
I mean, I have my room at the head. Yeah, at the headquarters.
No, I meant it isn't like stolen items.
Oh.
The book is the answer, I guess.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Does anyone have a means of hiding the book?
We can put it in one of my pocket marbles.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do
Be a
that.
lot easier to conceal.
Oh yeah. I
Yep.
don't know if the guards will know how those things work.
I will hand her the book that I had picked up.
Hell, you think you could keep this pocket marble on you and keep it hidden?
I can eat it, man. Whatever. It's marble.
Well, that.
That might be inconvenience if we need it at a specific time, though.
I will state
Just give me
it
12 hours.
It might be.
Yep.
It might be called a marble, but it's like the size of a baseball.
Okay, but it's not book shaped, so we're
It
good.
is not book shaped. You are correct.
These were clearly designed for cargo pants.
We just really like bocce. It's cool, guys.
Like one big boba tea.
So I think at this point our options are try to sleep this out, do some research on our own, and hope that no one notices or recognizes us.
Well, it's a certainty that the gala's over.
The gala is Well, the gala historically has run a little longer. However, it sounds like someone has rained on the parade, and I do not know if that would cut it short.
Are you guys trying to talk quietly within this tavern?
Yeah, we found a quieter corner, was what we had said. I'll actually keep my eyes out to see if there's any peeping Toms, any curious Nancys listening in, eavesdropping.
It appears if there's many patrons being a little bit of a more low down, less lavish bar here. I get the sense that this is where maybe the so you just see a couple two figures sitting at the bar that look as if they're probably 6 or 7 drinks in. They've just drinking away the night, and they're kind of covered in these very dirty clothes, these very quickly, badly fashioned overalls, and wearing like long knee-high like black boots. From their garb, you could guess they're probably charged with cleaning. Doesn't appear as if they're really.
Huh.
Well,
So we
can
have.
certainly- Sorry, go on.
No, continue.
I was just gonna say we can certainly sleep out the night. If we're in our private rooms, perhaps the guard won't just, be able to burst in and search us, but I don't know what the level of martial law is, but that doesn't change the fact that in the morning we have the question of either this message or what are we gonna leverage to continue, because the gala is off the table. I mean, I think we're pretty much at a dead end for leads.
I mean, we have the book.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Jax, I will remind you that being a part of the Order of the Bronze Salamander, you do have almost nearly unlimited access to a wealth of knowledge. And there is also many key contacts in there that have spent pretty much their years of their lives studying here. So there are 2 individuals. Walk over.
Yeah, let me actually keyboard.
Is the town guard bursting in? Are we dying? Music spooked me. Yep. 10 town guardmen walk in.
I'm getting to it. So,
I'm
Jax,
the one self and we need a lead.
I hear you.
So you know the first to be your leader and potentially a good friend of yours, which is Head Inquisitor Baldak, which you would know is a extremely tall, well-built, black dragonborn man who is the leader and pretty much the leader of this sect of the Order of the Bronze Salamander. He oversees pretty much this whole southern region from the Zartalos Empire to the Broad, and all of the different sects of the Order throughout all the different land.
So his name was Baldak?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, laugh at the name.
No. I mean, what's wrong with it? I don't see anything.
I see the look on a couple faces.
I think it's a beautiful name.
I'm a fan of High Inquisitor Balsack.
I knew it was coming.
I first thought it was Head Inquisitor. What?
Then let's see. Other man would be a elderly man who you would know to be not really a man of ranking, but a man of a lot of knowledge who pretty much oversees the entire library in which the sect of the Bronze Salamanders oversees, and his name is Fiden.
Fiden?
Yeah.
Okay. So, with this wealth of knowledge that I have gained magically at this moment, so I will mention I may have some contacts we can speak to about gathering information, but for now, I think maybe our best bet is to try and sleep this out.
And at that instant, while you're telling them, the door swings open, and you guys watch as 6 armed guards come charging in. And they're looking around the room. All of you, stay where you are. Pretty much pointing at you guys, and just the two at the bar who pretty much look up, don't pay any mind, just go back to their drinking. And then you see the barkeep duck down and try to hide. There's been a break-in within Black Manor this evening, and we all need to search you for a missing item. So, these six guards start to approach you.
So I'd like to.
Oh, continue.
I'd like to square up with the first guard closest to me and tell him, "Yeah, you touch me wherever you like. You're not gonna find anything."
Alright, then you see the head guards start directing them to kind of pat you down. And as they approach, they almost stop for a second and they look up, look back at their leader, back, and they're like, "Okay."
DM, if it's possible, when they look back at the guard, I'd like to take the moment, and I would like to cast Minor Illusion to make the image of a small gnome running out the back.
Okay, just make a deception check for me with it.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Thinking on his
You're not
face.
gonna like this.
Thinking on his
roll.
hooves.
Oh,
Yep.
good. 30.
30. Oh, only 30? Only?
Oh, it's gonna fail, man.
Alright,
Yeah, 30 does not make the DC.
no, you got it, but I still had to roll.
That's fair.
So you see the guard kind of look over. Quickly, men, after that gnome. So you guys look over and you see this tiny little blonde-haired illusion of a gnome appear that's kind of dressed in rugged clothes with a little knapsack over his shoulder and like a bandit's mask going across his eyes, darting out the back door of the bar. He's like, "You'll never catch me alive!" He's running out the back door. But as he's yelling, there's no sound.
I can make it have someone else's voice.
Oh, you can?
And it can repeat multiple times throughout the illusion.
Okay. So he just starts running out the back door, yelling at them, and they all start running off at. Remind me, what's the range on this? As it gets around the corner, is it gonna disappear?
It's 30 feet.
Okay. So you watch as 4 of the guards, and except for the leader and one of them that was about to pat down Rentar, chase off after this illusion out the back door. And as they turn the corner, you go, "What? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He went in the sewers! Chase after him!" And you see them just hear as they all jump down through the well.
Get rid of that.
That was my play.
Now we can kill the rest. No. I mean, I'll present my belongings. I had nothing to hide.
The leader starts to investigate you, which. All right, next.
Sure.
So as he approaches you, Janair, and he's starting to look you over, you can feel some ominous presence, one that you had not felt before, coming from your new item, one which you were gifted. And as this man starts to look you over, you can feel almost a chill on the back of your neck. And as you look, you notice as like the shadows from you loot are like pouring out of it. And he just kind of looks at you and starts backing away. This guy's good.
God, it's never happened before, I swear.
Alright, next.
Sure.
So Kells, he starts patting you down, looking you over. He accidentally grabs your maul, and it singes his hand. He goes, "Ah! The hell?
Oh, that's not that good. 10.
Oh my god! This woman burnt me!
I did nothing.
Yeah, she's kind
You
of.
put your hands where they shouldn't go.
Yeah, sorry, friend. We forgot to warn you. I don't think her weapon lacks being touched.
Just warn people about that!
Sorry, we're just kind of used to, well,
Not getting
Kinda used
felt
to be-
up in the middle of a bar.
yeah.
So he...
Wounds on him. Or sorry, I'll cast Healing Word on him.
Thank you.
Yeah, it heals everything you did.
She's good, Captain. Alright, last two. Step forward.
Sure.
He looks you up and down and says, "Oh, you don't even need to check him. They just let him go."
Bruh. You got privilege, sir.
I had him a wall of shit.
So
Better check that into a coat check.
the guard starts to investigate throughout you, and you feel as if his hands are going in places that they shouldn't.
Oh,
Oh, sir!
whoa.
I mean dinner first.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I just need to be thorough.
What? All the jokes.
Well, I didn't find anything, sir. You see the guard kind of look around, and they break off and go to start questioning the two at the bar.
Have a good night, gentlemen.
You guys stay indoors.
Yeah, happy hunting, happy searching.
We certainly will.
Well, that was unpleasant.
I think we retire for the night.
I agree.
Yes.
That brass band across the street's going ham.
You think they'd let me join them? I've always wanted to play in a larger ensemble.
It's been a long time since someone touched my trunk like that.
Oh lord.
Well, on that lovely, visceral image, I will bid you all good night.
Same.
I will head back up to my room.
I will remind you guys that your rooms that you had before were in other bar, which was the
wasn't
which was the Rose Room, in which you guys are now within.
I will not walk towards the rooms. I'll wait for the guards to leave before I attempt to purchase us rooms for the night.
About 20 minutes goes by, and you watch as they very roughly search these two men that are in the bar, and eventually they leave, and you can hear as the other four. It seems as if they've climbed back out of the well. I couldn't find that damn gnome. Alert everyone else. We need to keep our eyes out for him.
Classic misdirection. Nicely done.
Solid.
Thank you kindly. This is not, unfortunately, this is not my first escape rodeo. Okay, now that they've left, I would like to buy a room and go to bed.
Easy enough. You approach the bar where you see Hollis kind of bent down, hiding behind the bar. What's up? On.
I think they're gone. Can we get some room, please?
Oh, by all means. Stay for free.
Fantastic.
I'd also like to quickly just buy some cooking ingredients off of him.
Oh, have at it. Go in the kitchen. Get whatever you need.
Oh, I mean, how much realistically can I take?
Now, robbing me dry. A few pounds, whatever you need. Call it 15 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll just take like 10's worth. And I actually is it his supplies?
Flour.
I mean, looking throughout the kitchen, seems like it's establishments.
Okay, well I'll give him 10 gold for it as I leave, just because I'm sure whatever you can reinvest it.
Thank you, sir.
but that's all I needed.
So each of you are retiring to separate rooms then?
Yeah, I'll get us 4 or 6 rooms. Sorry. Well, they don't cost anything, so yes, 6 rooms if they're all free. Splurge.
Easy enough. So each of you find your 6 rooms. Retire to small little, almost twin-sized bed. Has a small table in the corner, lamp on it. Only one of you has a window in your room, and it Jax.
It's a privilege again.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of just keep it open and look out it for a little bit, see if anything goes on.
Well, before we all did retire, I would have brought up it might make a lot of sense to read that book tonight, see what more we can glean from it, especially if the next step is to go to this wherever's Jack's got his friends.
We got any speed readers?
No, but I'm not familiar with the primes. I'm pretty familiar with the deities. I might be able to piece something together, unless someone else wants to give it a whirl.
I am neither versed in the goings on of the world or religious entities. I've kept my peace. Theramore, you look learned. Are you big into religion?
Well, I've got about as much knowledge as you would gather from over 500 years being on this terrain, but not a big interest of mine, so.
Fair.
Might be able to anecdotally answer questions, but not with any
Oh god, only a +1 to religion.
book knowledge.
I guess I will attempt. Well, I guess I will attempt to read it, but you'll have to give me your little marble.
I'll give him the.
Just so I guys are. Did you guys retire to the secret bar that's in the basement? Stay within the main level, or are you guys up in one of the rooms?
Oh shit! If there's a secret bar, I'm going there.
You guys know that there's a secret bar in the basement. First met.
Oh, that's right. I'll go there.
Are we going to be like surveilled there though?
I mean,
I mean,
you know that there's
collection
an open
business.
bar down there for all of you, which is kind of like self-serve.
When we're conducting collection business, it's easy to conduct collection business in an area that's such as that.
We did steal her book, and that's what they're looking for, so.
I mean, do we really all need to be together to be reading this book? Because only one person can read it at a time. I was just gonna go read it in bed.
It's fine with me.
Yeah, so I will go to my room with the book.
If
I'm
you
down
ask
for a
any
secret bar.
questions, I'll be up meditating.
Say that again, Kel.
I said I'm down for a secret bar.
So Jax heads up to his room. Zeus and Kel are heading down. Guild Hall of.
Gennaro said he's going to bed unless anybody needs him.
Okay.
Fine.
Just so I know, Theramore and what are you?
I'm going up to my room to meditate. And change my spells.
Turns are.
Sorry. I also will be moving to our room quicker than later.
So easy enough. You guys all head. Jax, as you find this book, you find a leather-bound book that seems as if there is a symbol of an Ouroboros 7-pointed star branded into, and across the top it reads the story of the Prime.
Cool.
I assume you're going to start reading it.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess realistically, I'd probably only read it for a couple hours, unless. Am I aware like it's super late, or is it just kind of?
I would say you would know that in order to still get a long rest, you could probably feasibly get 2, maybe 3 hours, depending on your goals here.
Cool.
Out of reading.
That's what I was gonna say. Let's do that. I'll try. Obviously I don't like know time like that, but I will try to spend about 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
First make an investigation for me.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm actually pretty good at this. Let me get my skill.
9.
9. Okay. So as you start, you pretty much you open the book and you start flipping through the pages, and eventually you find yourself in the first chapter, which reads the creators. As you're reading through it, it tells the story of a woman and a man, and between the two, the woman is always referred to as the light, and the man is always referred to as shadow. And as you're reading through this story, it tells the story of how these two came to create the world in which you know. And as their story goes on, it finds that the woman is almost like the mother of creation, far more superior in almost every way to the man, and that in the same thing, she's also in the same instance she also comes arrogant and becomes bored. So the story begins telling you about 7 mystical beasts in which she created, and they kind of birthed, or which they created, birthed together. The first being a beast made of darkness, womanly-like succubus figure with large black wings and these talons on each hand. The second being a almost ape-like creature with these large ram-like horns and these fur made of flames. The second being more of a harpy-like creature, but more larger and more majestic, with pure white feathers with these hints of silver and gray running through. The next being a beast that is more like an ox, but one that stands on its hind legs and has like the upper body of a man. This massive beast controls the earth. The next is that of a serpent, the ever turning that controls the ever turning tides of the water. The last being a wolf with 2 heads that has crackling lightning coming off all of its backs with almost turquoise-like fur running all over it with these hints of yellow all down its back. And the final is a dragon-like being that has these pure white scales that almost reflect the light as it hits them. And as it goes on, it goes through and it names each of them. Zira and Bori.
So I was about to ask. I as a character, I would have been I'm looking for those names.
Yeah. So the first being the Beast of Darkness is Zira and Bori. The second is Roran Helvane. The third is Kanai Galatrix. Fourth is Gaia Nerva. Fifth is Buzan Incindus. Sixth is Cain Taurim. 7th is Azir Draconis.
Okay.
Say that 5 times fast.
It's not what I was expecting. So is that kind of like that sums up basically the main story that they were trying to tell?
Pretty much. This is the beginning of the story.
Right, of course. I know there's many chapters, but
right. So as you come to the end of the chapter, it pretty much the story paints the picture of how the this goddess of light and this god of darkness birthed these 7 beasts of elemental nature, and how they came to form a almost a society or a nation, with these beasts kind of leading these people. As time went on, it seemed as if maybe some of these beasts didn't necessarily get along there. It tells the story of some sort of love interest coming in, Azir and I, but Nai denying him. And within this instance, Azir almost unleashes an unimaginable rage. Being the beast of light, he it appears as if it is written as if he is stronger than the rest, and the story goes on telling how he just pretty much spent years wreaking havoc and destroying the land. Eventually, a blade was formed that cast him out.
All right. Well, then I'm going to be furiously searching for anything related to that blade.
Okay. Make another investigation.
Come on, don't fail me now. Oh, 18.
So as you're pouring throughout the chapters, you do come across the chapter that's comes across and it says the Blade of the Primes. And as you read through this chapter, kind of skimming through it, looking for mentions about this blade, you see that it seems that it mentions that bits and pieces of the power of the Primes were taken and infused into this blade to maybe make it on par with all 7 of them, but combined into a. It tells you about how the essence of each beast was taken, but only 6 of them gave it willingly. It tells the story of how the 7th was stolen from Hazir when Kanai deceived him and tried to, or deceived him by telling him that she loved him, and as they conceived a child together, they took that child and stole the essence of his power from this child, used it into the.
Okay. Wait, can you repeat that very, very last part? The last 2 sentences you said?
They stole the essence from this child and used it into the blade.
What was the who was the child? Does it say anything about it?
Doesn't mention a name.
Okay. Thinking, sorry. So I guess at this point, I've pretty much gotten everything that I need out of that book, and I'm going to close it. I'm going to put it back in that ball, and then I'm going to try and get some rest. And then I will deal with what I just, I will skip on with what I just read.
Okay. I will let you know there are many more chapters, so should you need to read it.
Of course.
Have that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. So, did you still want to look out the window before you went to bed, as you had mentioned?
Yeah, I'll spend just a few minutes kind of just...
So as you kind of push open the window, you can see the visage of this woman in a long flowing crimson red dress, almost hovering above the city. Almost got this blue sheen of light around her, and as you can see around, you can see the marching of guards running throughout the city. You can see them carrying these torches, and as you look out here within the Amethyst District, you can see them just marching up and down almost every alleyway, every road. Just, it seems as if almost every inch of this city is completely being watched over.
I'm going to slowly close the curtain and go lay down.
Okay. Is there anything anyone else would like to do before they retire to the rooms? Tell you and Messiah said you were.
I'd like to cry. It's my free action.
Unless someone has something.
I'm fine.
So you guys all retire to your rooms. Maybe not nearly as lavish as the Rose Room in which you stayed before, but comfortable enough after the last few hours you guys comes to you each after a short while, and eventually you awake in the morning. You can hear the marching of the guards still going as it seems they are shifts. You can hear the new people taking over sounds.
Well, morning, everyone. I'm assuming we got a long rest to
Did all get
DM.
a long rest.
Yay!
Oh, good. I'll take my level of exhaustion out.
Nice.
Well, morning. Anyone thought any more on what we need to be doing today?
Well, I think first things first, let's put the book back where we were storing it. I know that I I'm not sure what an archmage is capable of, but I have the ability to find an object no matter where it is, as long as it's within a certain distance.
You think that marble protects it, though?
I don't know.
Beats me.
How unfortunate we purchased this dress for nothing.
Truly.
The hole leads to its own pocket dimension, quote unquote. So I would say probably protects it from that magic.
I mean, I would have put it back in the marble last night.
Yeah, I
What-
assumed you did when you were done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, anything interesting you find?
Yeah. I can tell you a lot of interesting information about what, not necessarily where, but maybe not necessarily out here.
That's fair. That's fair. So what's the play? Where do we head from here? Do we need to do more research at that Athenaeum of yours?
We could try. Maybe they'll know something more relevant to today. And maybe where its location, I don't know. Something.
Do you think it's safe to traverse the streets, or you think we're gonna have to head through the sewers?
Um,
Aren't they searching for a gnome in the sewers?
are there any windows in the bar?
On this first level, there are 2 bay windows on either side of the front door, but it looks as if they haven't been well maintained, so they almost look as if they're fogged over. So you can see out them. It's just the vision through them.
Well, we could ask the barkeep if we're still under a lockdown.
I have a sneaking suspicion we still are.
Well, I had a pretty decent view from my window last night. I could always go check and see what I can find. Maybe see if the guard presence is heavy, I guess.
I mean, it sounds like a decent first step, unless anyone's got anything else.
Mazaeus and Genera, as you guys are all talking, each of you overhear a couple of people in the corner and hear them talking to their. They closed down the gates to the Diamond District for the first time in years. Never had the district. Hear the man, he's like, strange. Whatever stolen from Chancellor is an evil item, and don't want anything else to go missing. Where maybe whoever's there is still within the Diamond District.
Would I know if we have to cut through Diamond to get to Sapphire?
Yeah, you would. You would know that the Diamond District adjacent to the Amethyst District, but to get to it, you have to go out into the Ruby District and then cut back into the Diamond because there's.
Okay, so we're blocked from a straight-on path to Sapphire.
Not exactly blocked. It's more like you would have to walk through. There certain gateways and certain roads have been closed. You have to maneuver through the different districts.
I'll share with everyone that our journey is going to be a lot longer if we walk.
I mean, do we have a choice?
We have the sewers.
I can't fly.
Is there a potential for us to check the sewers out on the way, on the long path there?
I mean, yeah, you guys could just hop down any one. And down into.
Okay, so then my next question would be, if I jump into the sewer, can I get out of the sewer?
I mean, you would know that there are ladders that lead to each different well in order to climb back out.
Well,
and most of you would actually know this by now because you saw the guards come back in after chasing the Nova down through the illusion.
No, it was a no.
I can always, I can always check out the sewers by myself. It seems they're not going to be too threatened by me being down there.
I think that might be a risk, but I don't necessarily know that I disagree with it.
What do the guard clothes look like, DM?
Guards close. Pull up here. The guards are all dressed within these. They're all dressed within normal plate armor, with some of them wielding crossbows, some of them wielding glaives, some of them swords. But all of them are dressed within this almost it's like a very, very light blue that has a like purple trim going around it, and the way you can differentiate between you notice that the captain last night had a bronze trim around all of it. That kind of differentiates standard guard.
Is that something you think I could whip together, or?
Right. You could. I mean, the armor. So the way that your changeling thing works is change your appearance, but not what you're wearing.
Well, I also have the disguise
Okay.
kit.
Yeah. With a good enough roll, yes.
Well, Jax, if you don't want to go entirely alone, I could try to seem like a guard to the best of my abilities, but that's only if you want accompaniment.
Do we even have any of the materials to do this for you?
I have a disguise kit. So,
well, I think I'll just chance it. I think my rank alone will hopefully hold me out of suspicion.
Okay.
Either way, I'm not trying to traverse it. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm just trying to see if there's a heavy guard presence.
Right.
If there is, then we leave and we just keep going the same way.
Okay.
So as you guys have been sitting here, just because you guys could hear the guards, it seems as if a group of guards marches by nearly every 10 to 15, probably closer to about 15 minutes, almost every 15 minutes on the dot. And knowing the layout of the way of how this small little bar is tucked back into kind of like the back corner of an alley, would get the sense that maybe they are marching around the circular main road that kind of leads to the city here. So you would know that they eventually pass by where they could see you entering the well, but if you were quick enough, you could definitely get in.
Okay. Then we should try and devise a plan to do that. We should wait about a couple minutes after the guards pass by and make our way across the main road to get somewhere a little more discreet.
Are we all going or just you?
Well, I feel like at this point we all have to at least move together. I can just take a peek into the sewers, to see if it's any different, but either way, I have to come back and get you. I can't go alone all the way to the tower.
DM, what happened to those guys at the bar? The ones that looked like they kept up the sewers.
Doesn't look like
Okay, just asking. Didn't know if they were like slumped over at the bar.
it looks like they were there. because of the lockdown last night, you could probably assume that they are sleeping in rooms.
Makes sense.
But
Makes sense.
Well, I think into the sewers it is then.
Yep.
Are we all in agreement, or?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Fine with me.
Can Druntar fit?
He fit the first time.
Okay.
Oh,
you could assume he fits.
he's gonna fit. It'll be fine. Get some extra butter with your breakfast, just in case.
On the way out to the sewers, I'd like to stop by the barkeep and just get a little bit of like cheese for the road. Like I just woke up with a hankering.
Okay.
Just like some good brie or something, whatever they have.
Okay.
Do you want any like lettuce or
I'm sure I
carrots?
could find something. And he just brings back like a small little chunk of cheese.
Oh, thank you. I'll toss him 3 silver, I guess. I don't know how much cheese is.
Well, thank you.
Are you lactose intolerant in this game?
No, this is my fantasy world.
So you guys are making your way to after you gather your cheese. You guys now make the entrance to the sewer. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys exit, you can hear the large marching of footsteps as the guards are circling through. It seems as if they are getting close to where you guys.
Well, I hope no one's wearing their fancy clothes.
Fuck, I am.
I don't have non-fancy clothes, sir.
Not all of us can be so extravagant. And I'll start heading down this sewer to get out of sight.
You guys trying to do this stealthily or just running right in?
A little bit of quiet, but I don't know how many people are around us right now.
It seems as if there aren't very many people, if anyone. It seems as if the city is still. I wouldn't say it seems like it's on lockdown. It just seems like there's a much heavier guard presence, and the people of the city. While most of you would know this, they know that their chancellor. You would know that the chancellor's below. And if she commanded them to stay home, you get the sense that's what they're doing.
Right. So okay. So I got an idea. So since
That's
I
America.
have like super crazy speed, I'd like to move a little bit faster than everybody just to try and get there and look out ahead of time.
Sure. So as you run over to ahead of everybody and you get to the end of the alley, you can see the guards just getting ready to pass the well.
Cool. I'll go after they pass by. I'll wait a moment and then.
Sure. Are you just staying out in the open? Or are you trying to stay out of their sight?
Out of their sight. Yeah, I'm gonna
make
back.
a stealth check for me.
Oh fuck. All right, non-natural 20.
Easy enough. You find a couple boxes there and kind of duck down behind them, and because you are a monk and your movement is almost silent, and about a minute passes by as
So I'll turn around to everybody and I'll give them the go ahead sign, and then I'll keep going.
easy enough. You guys all make your way over to the well. Are you dropping down in then?
Yeah.
I'm gonna yeah, that's fine.
Well, you said there was a ladder. I'd like to lower myself.
Right.
I'm savage.
Okay. So all of you guys go down in. Druntar, as you start to try and climb down the well, you feel as if your body is just like your whole body is hitting every side of this well. You can feel almost the bricks moving and shifting as you're crawling down, but eventually you do find your way down into the well with everything.
Cool. All right. So I would like to kind of quickly make my way to, I guess, the nearest junction and kind of just peer around and see if I hear or see anything in the distance.
Sure. As you start to make your way down, as you guys made your way down this ladder, find yourselves. You see ahead of you the almost four-way stop in which you guys remember seeing that small party of sewer people where they were kind of hovering around their burn barrel. So you know this to be kind of close. You remember seeing this, and you know you guys are kind of close to the area kind of teed off where one airway went back towards the Athenaeum and the other one went back towards that citadel.
Do I hear anything? Any like guards marching or?
Sure, make a perception check.
All the rolls today. I'm pretty sure I just got 2. Yeah, no, 5. Oh, okay.
I mean, looking throughout here, you don't really hear anything. You can see the flickering of what appears to be a torch or a lantern or something of light, kind of dancing across the walls down the corner.
Okay, so I'll turn to the group or I'll head back to the group and I'll kind of say, I think we take our chances. If we come across somebody, then we deal with them non-lethally, and I think we have this.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Easy enough.
Would we like to keep some semblance of quiet and stealth while we head?
Probably for the best.
I mean, we can try.
Okay.
So being a little stealthier than the rest, I'd kind of try to lead them. Be a little bit ahead.
You'll have to do so anyways.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Perfect.
As we're heading down, DM, I'd like to pull out that loot that was rolling smoke last night, and I will begin playing a song upon it, just kind of an eerie, almost dissonant chords. The song doesn't quite fit right. Everything sounds just a little bit off, and I'll play Song of Shadows.
Okay. So as you begin, you pull out, playing the Song of Shadows on it. You guys watch as he strums the chords, these shadows kind of dance off, almost absorbing the light as they come up, kind of fall to the ground. You watch as these like tendrils of shadows kind of cross the ground, come up over you guys, and as they do, they cloak your guys' bodies, and you can feel as if you're almost blending in with your circle. So each of you can make your stealth roll.
Bless you.
16.
18.
7.
19.
19.
Bard's waiting on you.
Sorry, it's muted. 10.
10? Okay. Because of the cloak of shadows that is covering you guys. Average of the group being higher, you guys are moving at a little bit of a slower pace, but it seems as if you guys are being. As you guys start walking through this sewer, you can hear the skittering of rats running, and you hear the stomping of the guards from streets above as they march through. Looking around the corner, you can see that same flickering light just around the corner in front of you guys, almost as if it's just hovering there.
Is it normal for those lights to be on?
It's not normal for there to be light down here, but you guys do know that you saw people kind of hovering around a burn barrel from the day before. So you might assume that it's that, or you could assume that it's either someone walking with a torch or a lantern. It looks more like the flickering of a torch.
All right. Is this a magical fire, or is it just like an actual torch?
All you can see is the light of it from right, kind of like dancing on the.
Hmm.
I mean, unless I can go up to it and see like it's an actual torch, I'm just gonna ignore it.
So you guys start making your way further down. You guys do. You turn the corner, and you see a feminine shape of what appears to be a woman made of fire that is hovering throughout the.
I will stop everyone and say we need to go the other direction.
At that instant, you see this woman just look in your direction, turn, and in that instant, you watch as she splits into two other versions of herself, and in a harmonious tone. Have here, they're stragglers that are trying to away from the city. Our mistress has sent us to look for people like. And as they say this, each one of them will send a firebolt flying at you. The first is a.
I wasn't heading out of the city.
The first is an 18 to hit. Second is 12 to hit.
I am 18.
Third is a 17 to hit.
So just the first then?
These are all three were on Jax right at the beginning. Since you...
Okay. I feel like there's something I can do.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Toast.
Where is this? I always lose. Where are these key things I can do?
They're under features.
I think you can deflect missiles, but I definitely don't think that's a
Yeah,
missile.
I'm not gonna be able to deflect it. I know that. Okay, I mean, sure. All right, yeah. So I guess only one of them hits then.
Yeah, one of them hits.
Yeah.
That would be here. That would be 12 points of fire damage.
That's already halved, I'm guessing.
Are you resistant to fire damage?
Oh no, because I'm. Sorry, what am I? Oh, I don't make a dex saving throw. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. No, okay, you're good.
There it is.
Ooh.
Ha! I led us the right way.
He's not wrong.
For a second, I thought
Everyone here. As you turned this corner, you saw the floating visage of this fire elemental. But now, versions of her.
Oh, so. Oh, okay, never mind.
Hmm.
Alright, and then with that, I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, nope, I am not.
Yeah.
New dice time.
I did not get a 1 this time.
At 25 to 20.
Wow.
Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 15 to 20.
18.
15.
18 as well.
Okay.
19.
You say 19, Zayas?
Yeah.
Drentar and Kel, which one of you has the higher dex
Mine's 0. So
I got a +1.
go for it.
All right.
Right. 15?
I mean, I am 15. I don't know if you heard that earlier.
Oh, I did not.
No, you're good. Zach, that deflect missiles is 1d10 plus 12.
Should be 1d10 plus your monk level, I think. Monk level plus dex score. You're right. Yeah.
I could have. Oh my god.
No, I think it has to be a real missile. Whatever.
Oh yeah, it's a ranged weapon attack. I don't think that's fireball. Okay.
All right. Genera and Theramore, what you got?
5.
9.
All right, so top of the round, the first one in which was the original is going to go first.
God damn it.
Going to run up their Jax and take 2 hits with her flame blade.
Trying to kill my boy.
Wow, first one's a 14 to hit.
No.
Second one's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. That is 10 points of slashing damage and 10 points of fire damage.
Wow. It's like a truck.
So that's
roll max
total,
damage.
right?
Fire damage.
You
Yeah,
said so that's total. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so 20 points of damage altogether. And anything you were... Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. I even read my own. You are now on fire, and at the start of your turn, if you do not take an action to put them out, you will take 10 points of fire.
Wow.
Oh dear.
So you get your 10 hit points back from the fire damage. That doesn't come until your turn.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I misread my own attack roll.
All right. So I'll give myself 10.
No DM has ever done that. How dare you?
Yeah. Then it comes to the second one's turn, who is going to run up at you, being the one next in line. Do the same thing, try and take 2 swipes at you. First one's a 22 to hit.
Hit.
That is 12 points of slashing damage, and you as well ignite in flames. The second one is 14 to hit.
Nope.
Alright. That goes to Zaya's turn.
Whereabouts am I, DM?
You are... Oh. Here. Ha! Forgot to put one last minute.
Okay. I will, if I can get Jax and Durantara in a line.
You'd have to move into the sludge and like the muck, but you could.
Yeah, I will cast Gust of Wind, targeting both of them. It disperses unprotected flames in the area. It's a line on my friends.
Very nice.
And then, as a bonus action, I will shift it so that it's, if I can hit both of them with it, I will put it on them.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, that's my turn.
Wait, what does it do?
When they start their turn, their strength saving throw, they'll be pushed 15 feet away from me in a direction following the line.
Okay.
I know that they're elementals, but it would disperse unprotected flames. It causes protected flames, such as those as lanterns that dance wildly, and has a 50% chance to extinguish them. So you can do whatever the heck you want with that.
We'll see what happens on their turn.
Sure.
Okay.
So they are both extinguished.
Yes, both their flames have been extinguished. Nice. Alright. Runtar, that brings us to your turn, unless you had a bonus action to say. Or your bonus action
My
was
bonus
to...
action was to move it,
I was to move.
so my friends don't have to make the save.
All right. Can you still point to me on the map?
Yeah, you're the guy with the big sheet. Represents an elephant.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna cast Enlarge on myself, and I know
Jesus.
it gets bigger.
Just because I have an enlargement, even though it's not. So Kel and Jax, as he grows, get pushed a little bit to the side as he overtakes, and you almost feel as like your head about hits the ceilings of the sewers here. Just massive elephant grows twice his size.
Oh, Gust of Wind is concentration, by the way, DM.
So, both of those to my south, or to the camera's south, are enemies, right?
Yes.
Okay. The one to the right, the southwest on the cameras. No, other. Yep, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
I thought enlarge was your action.
Oh, you're right. Nope, I got nothing. I'm hanging out.
No bonus action?
No, not really.
Okay. Alright, Kel, that brings us to your turn.
Can you point me out, please?
Yep, you are right here next.
Okay. Am I able to kind of skirt around so that I can be flanking
You can.
that one in front of me? And then I'm just gonna whack, and I'm gonna think real hard to my maul about like still doing fire damage to these fire creatures. Just hope with my whole heart. Okay, I'm gonna whack. Oh yikes! 14.
Please.
Sorry,
Can you separate the damage from your
that was
fire?
the hit.
Oh, to hit. 14 just hits.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll. So do I still give you fire damage?
I mean, you can if you want to, but they're immune to fire.
Okay,
Okay.
then I just won't. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. 14.
Okay.
Second hit. Better. 21
Get that hit.
and 10.
So as you start pummeling into, by the way, did you want to smite or anything? Just so I don't.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So as you start wailing into this first one, you take your maul and you kind of bring it up through its back. You guys watch as almost the other two's bodies shift in pain as well. So you interpret that however you'd like.
Ooh,
Shared HP. Shared
that's
HP.
interesting.
But you do. I accidentally turned my audio off because I'm an idiot.
Say that again.
They all reacted to being
You-
hit.
Just being hit.
Each of them reacted to a singular strike.
Alright, that brings us to the third one's turn, who is going to position herself. I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Who's within 10 of Kel?
Drontar thing.
That would
Alright.
be just Druntar.
It's cocked.
I have a whopping 2.
14.
20.
23.
So Drontar, you have 4, but 19.
25.
Jesus.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
I forgot to ask. I'm
let's
assuming
just
this
do
is a
it.
magical effect.
Just do it this way. It is a magical effect. Anyone lower than a 15.
4.
You two will take full damage, everyone else takes half damage.
Ooh. Oh,
Except for Jax, who takes no damage.
Yeah. Looks baby. This would have been a great time for me to have fucking counterspell. Shut your shit down like you shut mine down.
Sorry.
No, it is what it is, man.
I knew I should have cast silence on them.
I mean, I have counterspell myself, but here I am dropping the ball.
39 points of damage. Those of you that took full damage. And for
And we
the rest
round
of
up,
you,
right?
Hell yeah!
the rest of you, that would be 19 halved.
Thank God I'm not concentrating on anything. Holy hell.
And yes,
Yeah.
Matthias and
He
Druntar
sees
need you to
half
make-
of that damage, so I need a DC of 19 on a con save. I have advantage from Warcaster. I rolled a 15, but I only have a +1.
Damn.
So Gust of wind goes away.
Druntar,
It's my
that's
turn?
Fucking annoying.
concentration check. Concentrating on.
Oh shit. Oh, nat 20.
There you go.
Okay.
Successfully maintain your spell. Alright, that will bring us to Jax's turn.
Okay, so I am in range of an enemy, right?
Yes, they are right in front of you.
All right. I am going to hang on, I wrote it all down, so I'm pretty good. All right, I'm going to do a regular attack twice. I'm gonna roll for both those hits real quick.
Okay.
What am I? Yeah. Oof. 10. 22.
22 hits.
Okay. So, all right. Let me. I'm gonna do a stunning strike on this as well for the key point.
Okay. Save. Yeah. 8. So, that first one is now stunned.
Nice.
Your next attack, if you are making another one with your bonus action, is make.
So no. Okay. So that's 20 total damage.
20 total damage.
28.
28.
Yeah. Okay. And then So he is stunned. All right. And now I'm going to use another key point to do flurry of blows.
Got it. So make 2 more attacks.
At advantage.
Natural 20.
Christ, yeah, roll your damage.
Good lord.
And then the second one's another natural 20.
Oh my god.
Ooh!
Wow.
Get wrecked, boy.
Goodbye.
Hold on. Real short combat, guys.
Just splash them with a little water.
Oh, trust me, I was thinking about it, but then I realized none of the water stuff I have really works.
Hmm.
From a gameplay perspective, it doesn't really do damage.
I mean, sewers have water, right?
I was gonna control fucking water and throw a damn massive
Okay,
monsoon wave.
I believe that should be 52 damage.
2 damage?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Is that total for both?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Or I don't know. Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Is that all you're doing?
That is all I can muster out of my little butt.
Okay, Genera, it's your turn. What was that?
Well, wasn't quite expecting that one.
It went up that.
DM, can I see? Are they all? What kind of distance are between? Oh, fuck it! It's a 40-foot cube. I will point in the center of all of the fire elementals, and I'll say, "Do y'all know why that old man fell down the well? He just couldn't see that well." And I will cast slow.
Okay. What's my save on them?
Wisdom.
Failure. Failure. I might even ask your DC because they're that low. Failure. Oh, awesome. Cool. I rolled below 10 on all 3.
Rip.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh.
Cool.
Hey.
So they all have -2 to AC and Dex saves. Yes, and if they attempt to cast a spell, they have to roll a d20, and it only casts on an 11 or higher, and then it also takes the next turn's action to finish casting.
How does that affect if the spell's innately? Yes.
It just says if the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action.
Okay. Well, we'll say they have to roll for it today, and I'll look it up after the session.
Sure.
All right. Would you like to move at all?
Um,
They're right here.
I
on the
will.
corner.
I will back up about 15 feet across the sludge to kind of just to ungroup us just a little bit. Oh, and I will look at Druntar, and I will play a jaunty tune on my extremely fancy lute, and I will inspire him. I can say another joke if you'd like me to.
That's up to you.
Druntar, did you hear the rumor about butter?
Butter.
Well, I'm not gonna spread it. You have a D8 for an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check for the next 10 minutes.
Alright.
Alright, Theramore.
Alright, I'm going to whip out my alchemist supplies, I forgot I had this, and cast Melf's acid arrow on the one in the middle.
Okay.
Yeet. Oh, it's cocky. That's a 1, so.
They still take damage, though.
Yeah, it's half damage. So, see if I can get these out. Seven's 13, and then plus 3 is 16. 16 acid damage. No, so 8. Or, no, hang on. I added the 3 from my alchemist supplies, so it's 13 halved.
6.
6 plus 3 is 9.
They actually did more damage.
It's
Alright.
late, y'all.
Alright, back at the top of the round. The first one is going to... That was really fucking me.
Yeah, because it's half speed too.
I know. They were gonna run up on you because of that, but they can't get to you.
I'll play a sad little song on the world's bougiest lute.
Okay, what's my DC to cast a spell?
They just have to roll above a 10. Or sorry, an 11 or higher.
11 or higher. Do I add any modifiers?
boy.
Nope.
First one fails. She's then going to ignore her half movement, take an opportunity attack from Druntar and move up towards you.
Oh no.
An opportunity attack from Kel as well.
I was gonna say thank you. Okay, cool.
God damn it. It's a fail.
Is that still at advantage since or no?
No, only on your...
Okay. All right. 26.
That hits.
Another 10.
The fire elemental or the flame sisters in front of you look as if they are having some trouble holding their form into that perfect womanly figure I saw before, or just like a flame. That is there. That one's turn. We will take the next one's turn. Shift around and taking opportunity attacks.
Oh no.
Everybody falls.
Oh, hold on. That one's stunned.
Yeah, he's stunned, dude.
Yeah, so it doesn't do anything, but it does. The stun does wear off.
I think Stunning Strike is just until the end of Jax's next turn. But I did forget to mention they do get to make another Wisdom save to try to get out of slow.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was you make a stun or a chance on each.
I could be wrong. I don't
I'll have to
Nope,
double
it's
check.
at the end of the monk's turn.
Okay. So still stunned, but I'll make a wisdom save for the first one. 1. Second one. 18.
That'll succeed.
Stunned one somehow succeeds. Alright. Mazias, that brings us back to your turn.
Well, I gotta say that fireball really changed a whole lot. Yeah, we're gonna stick with what I was originally planning on doing. So oh shit, never mind. There's a fire elemental next to me. That's no good. Well, this really changed things. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bless on Jax, Druntar, and Kel. That is me action. No, I'm I'm not trying to get hit.
Can't take a reaction on him.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll get the fuck southward.
How far do you want to go? That's
As far as I can, bub. As far as I can. They're lobbing fireballs. I gotta get out of here.
We'll
Okay,
say effective bless, by the way.
D4 on attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh hell yeah!
That's my turn.
Right. Run try, that brings us to your turn.
All right, so, quick clarification. Fuck. Sorry, language. So can I use a spell as a bonus action and still follow through with a regular attack action?
It can be cast.
Man, where is it? I had this pulled up. I'm sorry, guys.
It's under the time column on the
fine.
spell.
It's not fine.
I didn't know that either.
Am I really gonna have to? Oh, here we are. Okay, so I want to cast Divine Favor. It's an evocation spell.
I will remind you, Divine.
Ooh. Nope, never mind. Alright, so, where's the closest baddie to me?
Right in front of you, still. Your
Alright.
attacks have advantage.
Alright, well, I have 2 attacks, actually. Because I have a bonus attack.
Add a D4, you're blessed.
Well, I want to add a d4 to the one I rolled not the best on. So...
Both.
Oh, it's both? Okay, well,
All attacks.
Okay, cool.
Plus,
So...
I will remind you, you also have an inspiration sheet.
Great. Well, one of them's a 25. That's without the inspiration, and the other one's a 19.
It's
All right, cool. Great.
all your damage.
I have an inspiration point.
Large.
Yeah, I was about to say one of them or both of them I'm enlarged from, so I get a D4 on both of them.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm not so good at this, but close. All right, so one's a 10. Sorry, 13 total, and then another's a 14.
Got it. Right. Now that brings us to your turn.
May I please go up to the stunned lady? And I will whack again.
So don't forget you have advantage.
Yes. Non-natural 20.
Yep, you do. It hits.
Did you do
I
something?
have rolled 2 3s the last 3 times. It's so weird. 10 again for that damage. Okay. One more. Natural 20. This is going to take me a minute.
This
I
is
will
fucking-
divine smite, please.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh my god.
Oh, just one. How do I? Okay. Sorry, it's gonna take me 1 second.
Well, I'm gonna go read a book.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. This is what Paladin's meant to be. Natural 20, Divine Smite. Take 5
Splat.
minutes. I need all of your guys' D8s.
I think you guys misheard me. What you thought
I
I heard
said
is
all.
some of them. I need all of them.
I need all of them.
That's all right.
Mhm.
Okay. 26.
Is that all?
Yes.
For now.
I would have hated to see what it was if they weren't immune to fire damage.
It would have been rough.
Okay. That brings us.
Okay,
Did you want to move it all anymore?
I'll stay right there.
Okay. That brings us to the third one's turn. Make the save at the beginning or the end of their turn?
I believe it's the end. Hold on, sorry, give me 2 minutes.
Oh,
I'm
actually,
off in.
hold up. End of each of its turns.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna just walk up on Bell here. It's 2 attacks at disadvantage.
Can only make
Okay.
one.
Or it's only 1 act.
Regardless
It can
of
take
creatures'
both turns?
Regardless of creatures' abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one ranged or melee attack during its turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it says 1.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, slow sucks, DM.
Does. But anyways, that's a 20 to hit.
It does?
Okay. 10 points of slashing damage, and your clothes are now ignited.
Nice.
Alright. Jax, that brings us to your turn.
All right, is that dude still stunned?
He will be until the end of your turn.
All right, we're gonna go straight out. We're gonna attack him. I'm gonna do 3 attacks all the way through the bonus action.
In hindsight, making them have a shared health pool, one of them only being stunned, is a really bad thing for me.
All right, so first one. All right, that's gonna be the 28 or no 23. I apologize.
You have your D4 as well.
Oh my lord.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry. I'm making sure I do this right. Yeah, I just get 2. I just get 2 punches, right? Or do I get technically 4 punches?
So you get 4 if you spend a key point for Flurry of Blows. You get 2 for your main attack. Then you have your bonus action, which your bonus action can just be 1 hit, or you could spend a key point to Flurry of Blows.
Okay. No, you're right. Sorry. I'm getting all crossed up.
Good.
Yeah. So all right. So the first hit is going to be a 17. All right, and then so I'm rolling for attack on the second one. It's going to be a 27.
7 hits. Holy crap.
Jesus.
14. Oh. I feel like I'm missing something here.
Okay, those are your 2 main attacks, so you have your bonus action.
Yeah, what about the other? Oh, no, I've been doing it right. Okay. No shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I was calculating that damage wrong. I'll roll the bless on that one. 19 to hit.
It's
11.
11 points of damage. Got it.
That's it.
Alright. That brings us to your turn, Janera. That one is no longer stunned.
That's the most dangerous one.
I will. No, I'll. As my bonus action, I will cast a healing word in the direction of Mazaeus.
Right.
And I'll say, boy, I don't think you've ever looked thicker. I'll cast it second level.
Okay.
I love how you're gonna in character say what your character's gonna say or do.
10.
10? Nice.
I will back away from the fire elemental into the corner, and as I do, I will, as my action, cast Vicious Mockery upon it. And I will say, baby. Oh.
Are you Warcaster? Because oh, never mind. This is
Yeah. I'll say, listen, I know I'm hot, but there's no need to follow me down here. And it needs a wisdom save.
17.
Nope, nothing.
Alright. Is that what you'd like to do?
That's about everything I can do.
Alright, if there are more, that brings us to your turn.
All right. Who's looking the roughest of our party, not of the three of them?
Fine, Mazay.
Yeah,
a
no,
little
I'm
bit,
sitting
yeah.
at like 50 hit points ish.
Oh, yeah, it's me then.
All right. I'll use healing word at second level on him for bonus action first. So I don't
I'm
forget
supposed
it.
to be the cleric, guys.
You're doing a
damn
piss
it.
poor job right now, son.
Well, I got fucking fireballed. Excuse the piss out of me.
Forbidden.
Took it straight to the face.
Oh shit, no, I'm sitting pretty low.
Yeah, you failed your deck save too, didn't you?
Yeah, I only have 24 hit points.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, damn, you got 50. How thick are you, boy?
I was a little
I'm literally
confused. I was gonna
one
review after the game, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Okay, so that's 12 hit points.
Oh.
Okay. Don't worry, I
And
got.
then-
I got him.
For my next trick.
That's something Gennaro would say.
I will cast Ray of Sickness at the one that is
You can't cast another level.
Oh yeah.
okay.
It'd have to be a cantrip. Or you do
Cantrip
any of the
or
regular
a
things
cantrip
with your
or
reaction.
one of your normal.
Okay. Can I choose not to pull it 10 feet towards me if I cast Lightning Lure?
So what are you trying to do?
I just want to attack. I don't want it to come closer to me. Or is that like a non-negotiable?
That's. I'll give you an Arcana check, and if you beat the DC, I'll say you can pulling it.
Okay. $23. All right. So I'll cast that at the original one, I guess. It's a strength 14 save. Okay. That is 6 points.
Alright, up the round, the first one. Seeing Jadair run off in the corner, being kind of pissed at him. Gonna try and cast again. God damn it. Cool. That's all that one does. Actually, it'll move 15 feet closer.
Oh no.
Fairmore, make your attack of opportunity.
Okay. Shit. I was not emotionally prepared for this. Can I use a full spell?
No, you would. Back.
Okay. I don't want to just like reach out and smack it, but alright, why not?
Flip.
Back on you.
Well, that's only a 13, so.
They have -2 to armor class. That doesn't help it.
Oh, that's right. That does help it. You hit. God damn
Woo!
slow.
Slow.
Smack that fire ass!
I'm sorry, man. I like battlefield control spells.
Don't be sorry. I love it.
At least it's not the time I shut down Boxes' entire combat encounter with Stinking Cloud.
Balance. That never happened.
It's better than chucking down entire encounters with a box.
Fairmore, how much damage did it take? 2? Okay.
2.
Alright, second one's turn is not slowed and not stunned.
The slowed one doesn't get to attempt to save.
Oh, you're right. Cool, I got a 6.
Yeah.
Oh no. So sorry.
Theramore, Jax, Gruntar, and Kel, I need you all to make dexterity saving throws for me, as the one in the center is casting a fireball upon you.
Those who are blessed, add a d4.
Oh
And
no.
if you're within 10 feet of Kel, add whatever the hell she gives you.
More.
Am I?
I do not believe anyone is within 10 feet of yeah, nobody is.
Okay.
Except for herself.
Well, was worth a try.
13.
26.
Jesus Christ.
12.
Damn, son.
14.
Well, Mel, you're the only one that succeeded, so you will take half damage.
I take half damage, right?
What is
Take
it for
half
me,
damage because
boys?
of evasion.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
30,
Stop,
Alright,
Matt,
be
they're already
careful
dead.
below.
43 points of fire damage. So cut in half to 22 for those of you that take it out.
I don't want.
Uh,
I want.
Gruntar, if I'm not mistaken, you are down,
Right.
correct?
I have 2 hit points.
How do you... Say you were at 20 something?
25.
You just took 40.
Well, I thought it was cut in half.
You failed
If you-
you failed the dex save.
Oh. Oh yeah. No, sorry.
I also need you to make a concentration check for me, and your DC is 22.
No, it just
I
drops.
mean, he's unconscious. It's just
yeah,
gone.
You're,
Isn't it?
you're right.
But you can roll if you feel like it.
Still blessed.
Yeah. He'll be fine on his death saving
Oh,
throws.
to be blessed and
Wait.
dead.
God, I wish that were me.
I forgot. Was there a healing spell that was done earlier?
I mean, we all had a long rest before this.
No. I thought I remember somebody doing something just a second ago, but I
It wasn't on
Yeah.
you, unfortunately.
Nothing to heal you.
Oh, okay, cool. No, okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure I didn't
All
miss
right,
it.
I'm down.
You're down as well?
Yeah.
Oh, Shiza.
Zayas, that brings us to your turn. I will let you know that
Hey,
they are looking...
I'm sorry, but also I do have divine intervention.
Oh, that's
so-
correct. You pop up back up to
Yeah.
1 HP.
Yep.
As
Hey.
you are a Titan.
I was about to say
Oh.
I thought I had it, but I had to look and see. So there I am.
Well,
Zayas
doesn't
holds
that
on
change
with 1
things?
HP.
Yeah,
mean, sure, sorry.
big booler.
Zayas, that brings us to your turn, and I will let you know that the 3 fire elementals, while still holding their form, it looks as if they are struggling to do.
Oh, that's fine. That's not my job. I will actually, because I can, and it doesn't say I need to see, I just call out. I will cast Mass Healing Word for up to 6 people within 60 feet, so the whole party. Yep. And let me see about rolling this. What is it? It's just 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Neat. But everybody gains. I rolled a 4. Plus my spellcasting ability modifier is 5, so 9.
10 points of health for everyone.
And then because of the Ring of Repeating, you gain another 5. Or we round down? Yeah, 4. So 13 healing for everybody.
Thank God.
That is the bonus action, and as the action, I will. Yeah, she's within range. I will toll the dead on any of them because it doesn't matter. Wisdom 16.
15. Damn.
2d8 necrotic.
12 because they've lost health.
Because they
Oh, yes, you're right. 12s. These are the big boys.
No, wait, sorry,
Uh,
DM. Did I lose my enlarge whenever I dropped?
So
Or was it
you do eventually drop
maintained?
the way Divine Intervention works, as it pops you back up to 1 HP. Hit 0, you fall unconscious. Divine Intervention takes in or increases you back to 1 HP.
Okay.
So it
Alright.
saves you it saves you from having to make death saves, and you also get a free stand up.
So,
All right.
DM, I rolled a 10 and 11, so 21.
How would you like to do this?
Well, I will basically just reach my hand out, and there's this soft, obviously because I'm in a sewer, I don't want to be too loud, booming noise as she is approaching Genera, and her form just begins to falter and fall, and then because of the Ring of Repeating, as it begins to reach the ground, I kind of throw my hand downward, and there's another soft final toll, as they would have taken another 10 points of necrotic damage anyhow. That Ring of Repeating's busted.
I told you I had OP items for everybody. You
Yeah.
and Kel got to start with yours. Eric got the first version of his.
I think we could all take a breather. How's that sound, y'all?
Well, I don't know what kind of network they have down here, so not saying we should explore, but I don't think we should be precisely here.
We should be quick.
We
We need
should
to be
progress a
quick.
little bit, and then we can take a rest. And I can. I'm guessing everybody's injured at this rate. So I could do it.
Yeah,
at one
I'm not.
pace.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I tried to get to you.
Okay.
I'm 6 down after your healing word.
I mean, I could do another one of those prayers like we did, and
I think
everybody back
potentially
up.
we save that and we try to find somewhere a little off the beaten path and take a rest.
that's up to you
Sure, there will
guys.
be more where that came from. So let's just move on.
I can spare it. Is my answer.
One thing I should mention is you guys killed them. You get the sense they were trying to signal someone, but because of how much
They were
extra
slow.
damage you did, they did not get a chance to.
Hell yeah.
I think we should flee the scene of the proverbial crime. If y'all
Correct,
don't
yeah.
pardon my French,
And then perhaps take a short rest of some form.
perhaps.
Or at least I can accomplish the prayer if everybody
I can help
would like
too.
to keep it a little shorter.
No, I think we actually take the time. We're in this, and it seems like we might be welling into the thick of it. And I think we take this kind of as slow and methodical as we need.
You're right, and we're already saving time with the sewer shortcut anyhow. We can afford to lose it.
I mean, I'm not saving my clothes, clearly. But
I put you out. You're fine. Oh, Kel, you're on fire.
I was gonna say, Kel, you take 8 points of fire damage. Would like to take an action to pat out the flames, or someone else could do.
I'll go ahead and do that. Thank you.
Just hop in the sledge. It's fine.
Battle ends. She just stands there and cooks.
If she was a barbarian, yeah, that's what they do.
Kyle is just like, what? Lay on me.
Barbarian and combat ends. Barbarian still on fire. I have another 50 free seconds of rage as they run down the sewer.
So, you guys find yourselves here in familiar sewer. The torch marks of these fire elementals left on the ground where they threw the various fireballs, and bodies evaporated. And as you guys look around, you're in a familiar place. Place where you found the Dragonborn spot.
Gonna keep going. I mean,
DM, very
I'm sorry.
quickly, can I remember back to the blade we found embedded in its body? Did that look similar to the blade from the fire elementals that we fought?
So the fire elemental's blade was a blade of flames itself. It looked like one of their arms changed into a blade.
Got it.
Is this the same Dragonborn corpse?
It is what remains of it from where you guys found it.
What does remain of it?
Various bones that you guys kind of learn about, because I'm pretty sure someone smashed its chest in after pull off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we just popped the head off.
I forgot to speak with Dead. Okay.
I think it also got a little charred there for a hot second.
It did.
Haha.
Wow.
Well, I let Udazir take that ability back last night without thinking about it, so in the coming days I'll ask this Dragonborn its fate. Completely
It's
forgot
not going
about
anywhere.
that. Nope.
All right. I think, friends, we push on very quickly into a safe spot where we can.
Yes, let's go.
Yep.
So you guys turn the corner and continue making your way down through. Back Jax leads you path that he underneath the city here. It takes you guys about 20 minutes, which you find your way through legend through. So you do come upon your sight of the spiral staircase that kind of leads you up in. So as you guys kind of climb that staircase, you find your way back up into. You see this familiar sight as you come out the spiral staircase, first floor of Biden, the kind of head librarian, also a ranked member of, sitting in this circular, almost library center of this, almost waiting and kind of reading. It looks as if he's reading a book or scroll.
Is this a person I know or
Yeah,
no?
this is one of the people that you know.
Okay. So I'd talk to everybody around me. I'd say, what exactly do we want to ask? What do we want to reveal? What do we not want to reveal? Like, where are we at on this?
How much do you trust this guy? I mean, we don't know him.
This is Biden, right?
Biden.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know he oversees the library, and so we can get whatever information you want to add. I mean, I don't know. I guess anything that's documented, but I don't know. This is one of the best leads I have right now, other than Baldak.
I think perhaps with this fight, and we'd simply let him know we're here to do some research of the utmost importance.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll approach him.
Good day, Inquisitor Jax. What is it I could help you with?
Well, we're just stopping by, just do a little bit of research. I was curious if you got any areas where we could, set up like on a table and kind of just do a little bit of research and.
Please, by all means. Potions, and there's a section off about 40 feet from. There are some tables, and you can see there are a couple other patrons. They're reading. Just no one that really catches your eye, but there are kind of people there. So if you guys were looking for somewhere quieter, you would know just from being within this area and being a member of the Order of the Bronze Salary, you can take any of your books and take them back to your personal book.
Oh, private stuff.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you. I will make sure to come back and ask if reach out to you if we have any questions.
Takes a small bow to you and goes back to.
Before we all pass beyond him, Durantar is gonna try to catch him as the party moves forward and gonna ask casually, "Have you ever heard of any extra-dimensional figures known as Nova?"
For a man?
He will also then show him the mark and say, "Have you ever seen this before?"
The symbol has similarities to of some sort of cult that is referenced from a faraway land, but it's different somehow. The eye is a little. Lines don't nearly match up right, but good place for a tattoo just on your arm there.
Well, I didn't choose it. I sort of, per se, awakened with it.
Oh well, perhaps the deity placed it there.
Wild night out.
Why would you say that? What do you mean?
None of you are here for this. None of you are here for this.
Oh, I thought we were there. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm on my own mission to disprove why I should trust Nova to any whatever.
Also, my only thing was, I guess at this point, I was gonna try and lead everybody to my quarters just to discuss what I had read from that book.
I assumed that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless somebody directly said they were going.
And I wouldn't just like leave Darrell. I mean, obviously, I'd like walk away, but I'm not gonna like leave the room without him. But yeah.
Sure. So,
Right, I have a very short conversation with this librarian, and then I follow through.
Okay. Is there anything else you want?
No, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Basically.
A couple short questions, and then next through back up the spiraling stair. As you guys do make your way up the spiraling staircase, you get to about every half turn up. There is a window in which you guys can down. You just see this massive library below you guys as you continue up the stairs. And as you do, you pass by the second level in which you look out, and you see it leads to this massive telescopic contraption in which you guys saw from the first floor. And then you guys continue even further up to the third floor, in which find a door with the symbol of the Order of the Bronze Salamander carved in it. Jax opens up, enter in. You find yourselves in a small enclosed area, which is not visible from the side, much like the other levels. Kind of see them separate. You find various rooms, a lot of people dressed in similar burnt orange, and you see them all wearing that same symbol of a. He kind of leads you down through the hallways. You guys get a couple people that kind of look your way, seeing people that are not dressed in Order's clothes, but understanding that though they are with eventually you come into Jax's person. A quaint small room, large enough to house both of you. corner there is a desk for research with two lamps and a book for taking notes with a small little bed made of hay, and a window that kind of looks out from the outside of the attic.
I will simply sprawl out on the floor and attempt to get a nap in.
So, like, I'm sorry, are we in private? Is that what's happening?
You're
We're
within
in
your
your-
private quarters.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Is there like a table or anything in there? Just
Yes.
okay. So I'll take out that marble and I'll set it on the desk, and I'll say, so the book turned out to be a little interesting. It started off with a story. It kind of sounded like a battle between light and darkness, but it continued on. They ended up creating these kind of very, I don't know, powerful beasts that roam the world. But one of the things that I got out of it is, sorry, did you say one of them was killed with the knife? Is that what that
no,
was?
So the Beast of Light, Hazir, and she deceived him and tricked him into having a child with her, in order for them to steal a bit of his essence, form the blade. From her child, they kind of stole his ability of light, and
Yeah, so they created these beasts, and at some point in time, they used almost their essence to craft a blade of something that was beyond just their own single power on their own, but more as a combined collective. So that led me to think maybe there was some information on this blade we sought after. So I did some quick reading, because this book ended up being structured into telling the stories of all of those characters, or not those characters, of all those incredible beasts, and I was able to find a little bit more, and it happened to be the dagger that we were looking for. And it happened, apparently it's more like I mentioned, a collective of all their powers in one.
I wonder maybe if we can do a bit of research into this child, this vessel for power, see where perhaps they were birthed, and then maybe where they were sacrificed. That might lead us to a next step of where to find the result of that.
And I'll take the book out of the casing, and I'll just like kind of hand it out, and I'm like, and you're more than welcome to, all the names are in here.
We'll give it a cursory flip through.
Okay. Looking for anything in particular, or just?
I'm looking for. Again, you said this is written almost as a story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus in on this child, or at least these two beings, and their story, to see if I can pin down a general. My character sailed a large portion of the world, but hasn't explored every landmass, of course. I'm just gonna try to pin down through this story if there's mentions of visuals or anything else that stands out to me, as especially as it gets closer to the birth and then sacrifice of this child.
What it says?
See if I can
sacrifice. The child was never.
Well, yeah, but their future was sacrificed.
Perhaps. So as you're flipping through, you come which was you come across the story of how I betrayed her and stole Lucas away from. As this happened, as your blind rage and completely destroyed different land masses, completely cut off this land, the beasts and the people that came reside. And as he did, it almost shifted and reshaped the land around, forming this crescent-shaped island across from the main that was kind of secluded away from the main. And as Hazir left the land, he just left destruction within his wake. The story goes on to tell how he left mayhem and how people that live within the mainland away from this crescent-shaped. It was as if night never came for months. Bright white light from his power just completely covered the sky, left world scarred and burned from quite hot energy. Dragon-like.
This
Story goes to
crescent-shaped
tell
island
how Lucas grew up to be used to almost siphon away power from Hazir within his birth, and then that power was taken from him as a child and not knowing the story or role was until one day he came to know who his father really was. Felt betrayed that it and the rest of the times would do such a thing to him. So he changed his name, set out into.
No mention of what they changed their name to.
From then on, it doesn't change or much else about.
And the crescent-shaped island that's described does that strike me as Zahara?
Quick history check for me.
Well, sure, I'm real intelligent. History, 14.
I would say you really know that being in a secluded area of the world.
Okay. I'll share what I've learned and say maybe we start with a search for that or any land masses matching the description. You guys have any maps?
I'm sure we can find one.
DM, in my travels, have I ever heard tales of an island like this? Would I know where it is or what it might be?
Three. Yeah, make a history check.
Skills. Good. I probably have the same plus you do. 15.
Mine's a minus.
You've heard tales of rumors of a crescent-shaped island off somewhere in the distance, in distant waters, across the seas to the. While you've never heard of a name or anything of that, you have heard rumors that this island is home to a strange breed of. Not unfamiliar to all of you, you would know that most people that come here are a breed of sorcerers, where they draw upon.
Well,
We have some stuff we can go find. Maybe take a look around.
perhaps. Is our lead the island? Is it the child?
Well, if all this is real, I'd have to assume this is maybe based in some kind of a religion or set of beliefs. Because, I mean, it is kind of written in story form.
Did it have any years, any indication of when this might have happened?
Book did not mention date happened. Get the sense the book was written more as a story and less.
So,
I'm trying to think
how
of it.
does our guy who gave us free tattoos fit into this? A. And B. Whoever took it, what did they take it for?
Well, supposedly it's all almighty, all powerful, so I can't imagine somebody who didn't want it in some sense. But
Sure.
I don't know.
We could also look into the symbology of the mark.
Like obviously, whoever we encounter was extremely powerful. Whether but I don't know whether to call it a deity or
It was
just
celestial when I looked at him, so
Yes.
Okay.
kind of have an
Okay.
idea.
See, there you go. So that's a lead. We can
So
maybe.
they're born of the gods, but potentially not a god.
I think we should just get to reading. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got a bunch of stuff to look into.
I'll also remind you that you.
Yeah. I'm assuming his office is going to be somewhere in this area, right?
Correct.
All right. So, okay. Then I will also say, but I also have my leader, Baldak. He would be in this area. We wouldn't have to travel to find him. And I mean, maybe he could give us a little more information to maybe this island or maybe even on the blade itself. I don't think maybe he would know where the blade is, but
Well,
definitely the island.
the collection trusts you to be a part of the Silver Sparrows, and if you trust him, then let's get going.
Sure. I think it's worth a shot. Should we all go as this massive group, or should we split up? What do you think?
I think that'd be your call. I think anyone that doesn't want to go, if we deem that necessary, could stay and potentially look into some of these other leads.
Yeah, we've got more than one question we need answers to. So,
I absolutely agree. Yeah.
Jim, could we say that while Mazaeus was reading through that tome, we took a short rest?
Yes.
Including me or excluding me?
I'd say you could.
Okay.
I don't know. That's
I would
pretty
like
taxing.
to. I'll do Song of Rest, and I'll be sitting there just kind of on my back, just like strumming chords and humming to myself.
Don't forget you still have spells, words
Oh.
added to your.
Yes, so anyone that rolls a hit dice can add 1d6 plus 10 on top of whatever they expend.
Jesus.
What?
Sorry,
Mhm.
what?
Okay.
The d6 from the Song of Rest and plus 10 from the loot.
What the fuck?
Well, I spent one hit dice. I'm A-okay.
Oh my god! So I'm sorry. So 1d10, 1d6 plus 10, and then one. Okay, got it.
You have to expend one of your hit dice to do that.
I am. No, I am. Yeah. No, I am. That's for damn sure.
For each
Oh,
one?
you're singing. You're
No.
singing me. This
Just one?
bandage is magical. It's insane.
I'm at full before I add modifiers on any of the dice rolls.
That's awesome.
Yeah, with modifiers off 2 dice, that's 20.
I'm no longer dripping blood from all of my orifices. Very cool.
With that, we're gonna go ahead and take our break.
Alright.
That's right.
Back here in a couple.
Did you add your con on? Because you get 2 for every dice you roll. Alright.
So I'm gonna guess whatever I saw that night was not the Empress herself.
Oh, you mean the one through the
Wait,
window?
what?
Yeah, the one through the window, up in the sky.
I'm fairly certain that was her. You described it. Unless I'm mistaken, in the first session, you described she was.
Right, but
Scarlet dress.
the ones we just killed looked like hers too, right? They were just
No,
made
they
up.
were fire entities, bro.
Oh. You referred to them as she's. That's the only reason I had said that.
Yeah, they're
They
like
had titties.
female cheese.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't put a gender on a fire elemental.
Well, he
I'm
was
just
describing
here
a feminine.
Flaming mommy milkers.
Oh my fucking god!
It's like hot
I
Cheetos,
hate it.
but hot milk. Never mind, I'll see myself out.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just sriracha, guys. Once again, the power of battlefield control spells.
Yeah. Well, one. I'll save it for later. I'll answer it. I was considering casting silence on the area around them. Cast fireball. Like, nope, doesn't happen. Verbal component.
I think they were innate spellcasters, so maybe.
That would be a DM ruling, and if the silence didn't work, then that would suck. I have to take that risk as a player, I guess.
Yeah. I'm excited to once again use Stinking Cloud, because guess who else picked it up this game?
Haha.
I have 9 spells, and I sacrificed one of them for Stinking Cloud.
Hi.
No, he was here. He was listening
Oh
the whole
no.
time. He knows.
Hi.
Why would I pick Stinking Cloud?
Because it's fucking great.
Just wait. Just wait.
Oh, I know. I'll have to
At
build
least
a
it
fog
can't be a
machine
setup.
just for it.
Drusk as a swamp druid always has it prepared.
Oh, nice.
He's just a stinky boy.
And all the enemies you're facing have incredibly high constitution for some reason.
None of them require breath.
And-
It's so strange.
Yeah, and at least one legendary saving throw.
None of them have noses?
So
Like, how does that
strange.
even work?
It's weird, man.
Oh, that didn't work. All right, plant growth.
That guy you walked past in the street and then decided to stinking cloud him, you saw a nose, but he didn't need it.
He's a disguised self warforged. Oh god.
You could.
The next dungeon is just
Is that Daisy?
construct.
It was.
I missed it.
She's having zoomies.
Is
The
that
next dungeon
the
is
desire to run
surprisingly
across the
just
house?
clockwork goblins.
Do what, Aiden?
Is that the desire to run across the house?
Yeah, but also, like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
About my voice changer did.
Alright, you'll get it.
Had it set to the.
Tell me you don't have an amazing vocal range. You can just do it yourself.
You gotta get down into that deep, like, demonic.
Beautiful, Dylan. Absolutely beautiful.
I mean, that's what I had the voice.
Oh. That's fine. I think I ripped my throat raw when they fought Orcus, and I had to monologue as Orcus.
Yeah. Good
Because I can only do it in short bursts and it hurt.
Are you telling me I sound normal right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried it before the session.
Does it come out different on stream?
That's a good question. I don't have it up to my list.
I tried to make a clip of it and listen, but I was busy trying to figure out. So
I can pull it back up. I mean, we got a couple seconds until Druin target's back, so whenever you're ready.
wait, it doesn't? No, I'm kidding. Hey, since we're sitting here doing nothing, thanks for the follow, friend.
Yeah,
Would you like to?
we just got back from break. If we were waiting on our sixth player to join us. So did it work?
I couldn't hear your voice at all.
At all?
No,
Even better.
whether it came through I couldn't hear you responding to me saying I'll look it up, or you with the voice changer.
Not sure that might. That's strange. Alright, well, I don't want to wait too long, so we'll say Druntar is silently following you guys. So we
Yeah,
find
let's
you
do that.
guys in the quarters here of Jax within the Tranquil Island. After having your short discussion about the book, what is your guys' next plan?
Well, I was actually thinking perhaps I might not attend your meeting with your contact. Am I allowed to peruse books here in the meanwhile? Is that something, or would I be crossing some boundaries?
Jax?
You're muted.
Sorry, sorry. What was the first part of what you said?
Can I look at books while you talk to your dude, or
Oh yeah,
is it
no,
like
I think that's
a
just
taboo?
yeah. No,
I didn't know
it
if it was
should
just
be.
bronze salamanders. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I probably won't have much to add, and really we're just asking him, like, here's all of our shit, what do you think? So, like, I'll do some additional looking myself if someone else wants to join me.
So you would know that to access the secret library here within the Order of the Bronze Salamander sect of the library, you would need Jax with you, but you are welcome to peruse the rest of the library. Anyone else?
Well, never mind then, Jax. I'll stick with you.
Well, I mean, if we need Jax can be in two places at once.
What?
We'll also
Kel.
remind you that this, you guys all know that this is the largest library in the world, basically the fountain of knowledge. Not everything you're looking for might be in the secret. Could be within. That's up for you to decide.
Sorry, I just noticed Daisy's in the background. Yeah, no, I'll just stick with Jax and everybody else, because our mystery takes us to the deeper elements for sure.
I mean, you might be able to peruse some books out there while we're having a conversation and gather something, so that when we go into the reserves, we might have a little bit of a better idea.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't want to waste everybody's time with talking about who's what and where. I'll just do it. Sure. I'll see if I can dig up anything. No promises. Have fun with your meeting, unless somebody wants to join me.
I'll go with him to the library.
Before Mosaius heads out, I'll put a hand upon his armor-clad shoulder, and I'll say, Mosaius, did I ever tell you what the last thing my grandfather told me before he kicked the bucket?
I didn't know your grandfather.
That's okay, he's alive. He looked at me and he said, Janera, look at how far I can kick this bucket. And I'll inspire you.
You know, that's it's really gonna help me out, I think, in a strange way.
You know, just think back to Grandpappy and just,
Yeah, how far you
you
can
know,
kick that
it's a
bucket is-
metaphor. Kick the bucket in the Don't actually kick the bucket in the library.
If I see one, it's
You'll know what it means when the time comes.
if I see one, it's getting the grandpappy treatment.
There's now random.
Sure, that's up to you. Little trash bin. Yeet. Okay. Let's go, Theramore.
Alright, so as the two of you break off, where are you heading?
To the regular
main
books.
library, I guess.
I dare not go to the reserves, or else I'll get arrested. Something.
So you can either traverse upwards to the 4th floor, or you could go traverse downwards to the 2nd floor.
So is there any way to tell if there's like different kinds of books on different floors?
So the answer is yes. It's just it's at the 1st floor at Weiser's desk. Because we would have realized that there was kind of a list of where you could find. Or you guys would have noticed whenever you guys first arrived that there was a list there where you could find the different, but you have to traverse back downstairs.
Sure, we'll go look. I'm not trying to spend 50 minutes reading a book in D&D. I'm just gonna look for basically anything related to what we read in the story. I'm imagining such a blade when it passes hands, although it might not be easy to parse out in book form. If I'm looking at various clues and connecting dots, such a blade when it comes into the possession of someone else, if it has indeed traded hands, would make ripples across history of some form.
So when you're looking through the list, give me a general idea what you're looking for. Tales of destruction, tales of wonder and history, religion.
Well, this is the primes, so not much to do with religion here, right?
As you know.
As far as I know, yeah. I'll bookmark religion because obviously I'd be curious about that. But I think we'll go with the second one. Sorry, I completely forgot what you said.
Are you looking? So the second one,
History
the
and
first
intrigue?
one was like Tales of Destruction. Second one was more like wonders throughout history.
Yeah, but this blade never had a history of destruction that I know of, so it'll be wonders throughout history, wouldn't it?
Okay. So as you make your way down and you're looking.
Oh, by the way, don't mean to steal the show. Sorry,
Oh.
DM. But Theramore, if you got anything, go pipe up, man.
I think this is a good lead. I'm curious if we have time, if we can get more information on what the changed his name to.
That might be hard, but yeah, we can try.
Might be rumors.
You would also notice on the list that besides that there is a section of the book folklore.
Well, we love a
That
good
looks
tale,
promising.
and there's always truth in tales. If only Gennaro was here, he would let us know that. Yeah, we'll take a look at all three, I guess, if we're capable.
Okay, where are you heading?
Well, I think maybe we should go kind of bottom up. We'll start with tales which lead to deeper truths.
Looking through list / ledger, realize that all of these sections.
Neat.
Sweet.
So as you guys are doing that, back to the as we go
Yep.
back to whatever.
Your inspiration die is a D8? D6?
Currently an 8.
Right. So the
Don't need it.
Other four of you, what are you doing?
I am going to go and look for sorry, what is this title? Head Inquisitor,
Head Inquisitor.
Head Inquisitor Baldak.
This Baldak fellow, what's he look like?
I'm gonna have to let the DM do that. Oh no! I apologize. No, he's a very very strong black dragonborn. He's very hard to miss. He's very powerful.
Don't
Okay.
do it, Zach.
Lead the way.
He's biting his
What
lip.
is happening?
We're making fun of his name again. What else?
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
It's D&D.
All right.
Always
Ball
been
sack.
excited to meet a big black Baldak.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh Lord.
Please. You asked for this, Matt.
If only Nil were here.
Yeah. No shit.
Be a match made in heaven.
All right. So you lead them down farther through the corridors of the third level here with the quarter of the bronze section. And as you guys look, you can see different. Along the wall, each small little torch outside each person's personal quarters is a small little made of bronze salamander thing with a little gem in its mouth that's kind of emanating light, kind of protruding the light. You eventually find your way down to the end of the hall, which you would know, Jax, to be main office.
After you. Are we heading in, Jax, or?
Oh, I mean, oh yeah, sorry, yeah. No, I would. Well, I guess I would probably knock on this door and I guess wait for a response.
So you go ahead and you knock on his door. A short while after, the door swings open and you tall figure of a large black dragonborn man dressed in a burnt orange robe, much like Jax's, with these blue, almost pools of water, sapphire eyes. Got a golden sash and these bronze-colored ropes that kind of are draped over him and kind of run all over, tied together. And strapped to his back, you can see this massive metal-like quarterstaff just leaning. They're kind of strapped onto his back. Where he looks up and you can see the familiar sight of that same emblem, golden ring, bronze ring around, hanging from his. Ah, yes, Jax. What can I do for you?
We're looking for more information on something we're looking for. And I think maybe you might be able to help us in our search.
Well, I am a studied man. I do what I can.
So, I was reading this children's story the other day, and it made mention of the dagger of the primes. Have you ever heard of something like that?
I have heard of the dagger blade of the primes. Not call it a dagger, but of a smaller or larger stature might.
Well, what do you know of it?
Know it to be no tale. Blade of the primes is very real. Not to be played with lightly.
Do you have anything?
Oh, I haven't? No.
You guys? No. I'm talking to them. The people next.
Yeah, we're also there, right?
Yeah.
Why would one want to acquire this blade? What if there was a motive behind it? Do you have any idea what that would be?
Motivates most people now. Power.
Is there any specific
Blade of
power?
that stature You've heard the story of the Primes. Are you familiar with it?
Loosely.
Blade of the Primes was crafted as a defense against one of that helped create it, or so the story goes. It is imbued with the powers of 7 different beasts, all having their own elemental affinity. Blade itself can replicate these abilities. So, could you imagine one wielding a blade that can control the seas, the land, shadows, skies, the light, all in the palm of your hands? I wonder why it's been lost to the ages.
Do you know how it got lost?
So, I mean, there's truth within every story, correct? So the story says that when Azir was eventually cast out from the ancient land of Zahara, that the blade was sealed away within an ancient cave within Zahara. But I'll be honest with you. I've been there. The blade is not there, so it's hard to say where the blade went. The story simply states the blade was locked away for safekeeping within the ancient halls, the cave system that runs beneath Sahara.
Let's say someone looking to acquire a blade like this, or this specific one rather, was already a powerful individual. Power might not be the entire motivator. Would there be any specific use?
Raise your check.
Oh, Lord. That's surprising.
Wow.
Sorry, 1 second.
Should be plus at least 2,
I think so, yeah.
but it might be 5.
We're taking our time here, D&D Beyond. Persuasion? Woo! 23. 22, sorry.
Nice. You watch as he gets up, kind of like pondering his thoughts. Walks over and he closes the door behind you. Can't say I know. Heard of the story of Lucas, the man who was born of the beasts.
I know of him and kind of
Probably
what
heard
happened
of
with him, but you might know more.
Yeah, we probably know a little more than your average folk.
But
Well,
do tell details.
let's say I know that man.
You know this individual.
Know him very well. We go way back.
How fortuitous for us.
Here's the thing. Lucas, I better know, changed his name. Cool. Is a man who does not wish. A man born of the light wishes to stay out of the.
Well, I mean, we're quite versed in the darkness ourselves, you know?
I can see that loot on your back.
Oh, well, thank you. I was gifted this very recently.
Let's say we are talking about the same individual, because we're not 100% sure we are. What does Lucas look like?
Is a man, human, but his true form I've never seen. Garbs his human form at all times, the master of illusion. So, one of which his stature abilities far exceed my own. I can't say I truly know what he looks like, although the form in which he chooses to take is that of a bald man of average height and average build, normally dressed within a long black robe that has these white sashes and different emblems of the ancient land of Sahara.
And I am so sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. Janora Parvarax, pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am a big fan. Anyway, sorry, back at topic. How could we, or what is the likelihood that we could set up a meeting with said individual? We have, I believe, natures that would intrigue and possibly. We have things of interesting nature that we believe that this individual might like to know.
I'm just kind of like standing there, kind of thinking, mulling it over for a minute, trying to decide how he. Well, as Sakul is an old friend and has supplied the order much help throughout the. While you do look like a trustworthy, go against his wishes for me to simply tell you where to find him. What I can do is set up a meeting for you. And perhaps whatever information you share with him, deem it worthy.
So he's an ally.
Friend of mine, ally to you, I cannot say.
TM, real quickly, would I know the relationship between Inquisitor Baldak of the God, what was it? The Bronze Salamanders and the Owl who has hired us?
You would know that there's really no relation between leaders of the collection and the people within the collection all work within the shadows and so being such a high-ranking member and as knowledgeable he is, he could assume he probably has an idea of who you guys are, but as far as you know, there's no relation.
Okay. I won't mention it then. Never mind.
Remind him we're from the collective and that we're good people and that we should still speak to this good dude. Sorry. I'm busy reading books.
Damn, agent.
I'm sure he knows who the collective is. It's fucking Nat in here whispering to me. What the fuck?
Inquisitor, I do not know if we have properly introduced ourselves. As I said, I am Janora. We are all members of the collective, or is it collection? Collection. I want to get that wrong 1,000 times, and I'm sorry. We're all members of the collection, and we are on, you could say, a mission of the utmost importance to our bosses. I do not know. I imagine you do not have a direct relationship with said individuals, but obviously, as all members of the collection, you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours.
As you're talking to him, an intelligence. What you guess?
Intelligence, you say?
And I'll give you advantage because I'll make it.
It was better the first time. 15.
A 15. So you would remember that Perseus mentioned that Blade was originally in the Order's position, and that you guys were hired by him, or by the Order through Perseus.
I will relay that.
So I just want you to remind you guys a bit of information.
Thank you. Probably 16 pages back.
There was a lot of fucky wuckiness with the Shadowfell, so
Yeah. So.
I remember like session 1, not a whole 2-0.
Oh no, it does say that. Rip.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity.
Well, thank you.
So you said Perseus is the one that originally gave us that mission, correct?
Perseus is the one who gave you the mission. It stated that the blade was originally within
Gotcha.
possession, and then stolen from.
So that actually led me to my second question. What would the head Inquisitor know about all this? What would I assume he would know anything, or would I assume this is like out of his jurisdiction? This is not something.
Assume that he knows everything, probably about this. This is being the man of his lead stature and his reputation. You get the sense he's probably the one that sent for you.
So okay, so we're still okay. I would assume you know why we're here, don't you?
I know why you're asking.
What can you do to help us? We're
Well, it seems you have found some sort of connection between a friend of mine, Blade. I knew the Blade had already been connected to him. Wishes to. They caused him great turmoil as a child. But if you think he can help, I know that he might understand that something this dire should be taken care of. While we have our own thoughts and still think that Brother Calgorus is the one in possession of the blade, whether he has taken it or has been in pursuit of whoever took it, I believe that you guys will be able to track it down.
so you have like no clue at all where it is, not even like one.
Well, we do know that he hasn't left the city. Had people stationed at every exit, unless he left by means of teleportation. City walls. I've had guards posted at teleportation circle.
But aren't there means of teleporting other than just teleportation circles?
There are. Possible. I do know Calgorus, much unlike most of you, favored the sewer system. All I can say is that he did try to leave. That would. Dax, just make a general history.
Yes.
That one's like our encyclopedia here, man. That's great.
11.
As he's talking about Calgorus, you would remember that Calgorus is a red dragon.
Cool. Great. Calgorus. Yeah, I know. I already thought about it. Yeah, we gotta go to sleep.
What's the this isn't to the DM, this is just to the group. Did we take the blade that was in his chest?
I didn't think we did. I was gonna ask, but I felt stupid.
There's no way that was the blade.
I will tell you right now, it wasn't.
That would be some fucky wucky shit right there.
I probably would've
Session
put my
10, we're
whole
still
tape-
looking for the blade. Turns out you have it. You've had it since session 1. You
What a
dummies.
master stroke.
Yo.
Okay.
Well, Inquisitor, I do think
Well,
then we would enjoy if you could set up that meeting with your friend.
Does nobody you know have locate object?
Spell of such minimal effort, item of such grandiose power. Doesn't really.
makes sense.
Okay.
One was simply able to find the blade at any point, just having simple knowledge of it. This world would plunge into chaos.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have every fucking Nancy Pantsy around here casting locate object and stabbing some dude in an alleyway for it. Makes sense.
Whoa. Unless my fellow comrades here have anything else. I thank you for your time.
Oh, I got a million things I just ain't fucking there.
Alright, so we'll get back to our other two. What were your investigation checks on your books?
Mine was a natural 20 for a 19.
Oh shit. We're at 19. Oh my
Yeah.
Inspiration!
Oh shit.
Should I use it now though? We got
Burn
two more
it,
segments.
10 minutes. Wait, so
not?
do we all have
Oh
it?
yeah, if it lasts 10 minutes, you're right. Hang on. Oh shit, that went to the back of the dice tray. That's an 8. 27. Yes.
What'd you get there, more?
Hate.
Oh, pff.
So
I-
Theramore, you're.
I would ask if you were assisting me, but I can't roll any higher than a natural 20.
I'm like illiterate now, I guess. So.
Oh,
not.
well, join the club.
Just remind me, you
Cressida,
guys,
I would love to
you
have
guys
you.
started with the books about Tales of Destruction, correct?
No, I think we started with folklore
Started with folklore, got it. Okay,
with the
so I
intent
just-
to look into the truths behind the stories.
Got it. So, Theramore, as you're kind of flipping through these books about folklore, you come across the story of two angels that serve a deity known as Vazathan. And as you're reading through these two angels, the pictures and the drawings in it just kind of draw you away, and you get sucked into this story about the which has absolutely nothing.
Aw. But hey, it's a good read.
It is a good read. If you'd like to know more about it, I'll go into detail, but save time.
Learn something new every day.
Sometimes you get caught up in a good book, man.
So, Zaius, I almost called him Elric. As you're searching through the books, you do come across a book known as the Seven Primal Beasts, and it kind of something clicks instantly. Obviously, as you're looking at this, kind of obviously looks different. So you open it up and you start reading through the book, and the book tells of how these 7 different beasts, how they were created as playthings for the two original gods. Almost as if the pets of the original god. And goes on to tell how the different beasts interacted with each other, they lived with, and how grew into this society that kind of worshiped the beast, and how the beast's power was passed down through the line. The essence of the primes was inherited throughout bloodlines of the different. It comes to tell current story and current owners of it, and it comes down to one in which you notice a familiar name, Nova. Current inheritance of the beasts of primal beasts of power.
Okay. I don't know this. Never mind.
Sorry, I was taking notes.
Good.
Theramore, you got anything?
Nope.
Okay. Well, check this out, and I'll slide over the book that connotates, and I'll point out where it connotates Nova to the primal beasts of light's power, you said? We found them in... DM, it's not the Shadowfell, it's something else, right?
Umbreless.
We found them in
Umbreless version.
Umbreless. It's like the last lighted place, the least lighted place I've ever seen.
So why did they want the blade?
Well, that would be our next step. They're getting out of his contact. But I'm almost curious if maybe the desire for the blade is... Did it say inheritor or current owner? That's what I thought. I wonder if it's a means of escape. To return
Could it use the power in it, I guess, to leave that plane?
I don't know. I don't know much about this blade. Is that something I would be able to assume? I mean, I am assuming it, but like, Mezos knows no thing beyond what I know, right? Like, yeah, because such a blade, I mean, the power is undefined. I mean, potentially.
But we know that Kel said that he was truthful in his statement that he would give it back to us. Or that he believed himself to be truthful, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if this Nova is the inheritor of the primal beast of light's power, maybe they're just looking to get themselves out of a situation using the blade's power, and when they're done with it, that would be the last thing he'd be interested in doing. Or, I don't know. It's just a folktale. But I wasn't expecting to find Nova's name in a folktale.
Yeah, we did meet the guy, so that gives us some truth.
Well, apparently he's got the primal beast of light's power in him, so... Kind of look at my brand. Any relation to anything in this folktale?
Nothing in this folktale came up that showed...
Got it. This
Maybe we need to
isn't...
focus on books about the primal beast of light.
Yeah, if we can. I mean, we'll see what we can find. I mean, this is just the open library. And shit, I found Nova's name.
Yeah.
Let's keep looking. DM, I don't know how long you want to do this dance, because I know research takes time, but that conversation also took a bit. I mean, I don't want to go down a path that wastes all of our time, but we'll go on and look at history, and I want to look specifically more towards Theramore. If you got anything, jump in, now that you know this. It's not just my show here. I want to look for iconography of the symbol that is branded on me, as well as any mention of the primal beast of light and things like that.
Okay. So anything that has to do with times and primal beast folklore section. Like, you can stay there and keep reading about that. If you'd like to go to the history section, you can find books about cults or various old symbols and how they're interpreted within the modern era and things like that.
Sure. I'd like to look at iconography of cults in relation to the one that is branded on me, and or anything I can find. No, it wouldn't be in there. It wouldn't be about the primal beast of light. So it would just be for the symbol that's branded on me. Oh, or us. Both of us.
Okay. Each of you make an investigation check, or one you can roll.
You know what, Theramore, I think maybe you take this one.
All right.
I'm not really good at this whole sleuthing through books thing.
14.
Are you holding your dice tray while you're rolling into it?
I have to, otherwise I only roll ones.
Oh. Alright. New strategy, I guess.
Okay.
Fair.
So with the 14, you start pouring through the books, and you eventually find one that says a book, and the title of the book says "Cults of an Ancient." you get the sense that this book might have something of some. Start pouring through this book and start trying to look for something. You're flipping through, and as you do, you catch glimpses of different symbols that look similar to the mark that was on the mark upon your arm. I don't know if I gave you a vivid description of is that of a black eye with a black Ouroboros. So as you're looking throughout the books, you find a similar visage of a seven-pointed star with these like rays of light coming, and a black Ouroboros around it, and then you cross to other images, black eye with these shadows kind of dancing off of it, and it seems as if the two are linked to ancient. One of which worshipped an ancient goddess of light who only ever referred to as Magus Prime, and the other one seems as if the eye is ancient cult which worshipped the god of darkness.
And together, those two symbols make up what we're seeing.
That is how it appeared. It appears as if the star was removed from the middle, the eye was placed.
Magnus Prime is light. Okay. Huh. And Nova, is the inheritor of the light's power. I almost wonder if he's got a counterpart in some other lighter
Words
realm.
of darkness. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. Well, any connotation of the age of these cults and how long they've been active? Are they still active?
It seems that both of these cults, what you can tell, there's no mention of them still being active. It seems as if they date back nearly 1,000 years ago.
I wonder if they accomplished their goal, or if we're about to help them accomplish it. Just because they're not active anymore by record doesn't mean they're not active. And records can be changed.
I will
Okay.
mention that one is known as Cloaked Shadows, and the other is known as the Light.
Oh, that's helpful. Let's, is there a bucket around?
Make a perception.
Oh, drop my pen. No, it's a natural one.
It appears
Plus
that
8,
there's
9.
any buckets around.
Is a bucket rolling a stealth check against me? I got 9 total.
Sure.
Anyway, let's. I think this is really good. Let's see what the others have to say after their meeting, and maybe we can slap together some information here.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I think this is enough to get us started. We're not even in the reserves yet.
I think we'll find a lot more in the reserves. This is what we can get just with the common folk.
Fuck them common folk.
Well, you did good. This ain't really my forte, so thanks.
Always nice to have help.
You guys make your way back up to. It takes you a little bit to get back into the Order of the Bronze Helm. But eventually, after a while, the four of you exit out. You can see them the other two talking at the front, which Jim Jax you would. So you guys make your way back over. Have at it.
I mean, I'll reshare everything unless you guys want me to physically read my notes. But otherwise, I'll just transfer of knowledge here.
I have an actual web drawn on my notes, so yeah, between the four of us, we'll share what we talked about in the potential meeting.
I think maybe if we can get a meeting with that Sakul, it would be.
Oh yeah, that was the one thing I forgot. How did he say that? Because I know he wanted to help us, but like, how did we go about contacting him?
He said he would send a message for him, and if Sakul was willing to meet.
Okay, got it.
I think if
Fantastic.
anyone's capable of finding, or at least giving us the next step of where that blade might be, and while understanding the gravity and the danger of it, would be the person it was taken from, born from.
I think you're right.
Hopefully.
And the way your head inquisitor spoke about him is that even though he left that life behind, he's still an incredibly capable individual. I'd like to imagine they're our best shot, and
agree.
also one of our best allies. It sounds like all of the goals are aligned, especially since we were hired by them in the first place. This Nova concerns me, and perhaps that's a conversation we should have with this Sakul himself.
Potentially. I think we have to be preparing ourselves mentally and physically, if possible, for a potential inevitable confrontation with Nova or some other powerful being who is also going to be wanting this blade.
It depends on how it all comes together, but I am worried about this. Well, the two cults. There's Lightbringers and there's Cloaked Shadows, but the Cloaked Shadows, they serve someone named Gervix. I'm not foolish enough to dismiss the connotation between Gervix and Galatrix. Very close.
True.
I'm still concerned about why the Chancellor, why she had a portal in her back room of her back room.
Directly to Nova? Yeah.
Right.
It might be she's a member of this Cloaked Shadows. The book made no mention of them being active anymore, but as I had said to Theramore here, records can be changed, and identities easily hidden under goodwill and charisma, and the faith someone places in you as a ruler. Easy to get away with stuff.
I think we might also have to prepare for the very real possibility that all of our distrust in Chancellor Altare was misplaced.
That's certainly possible.
I'm not
I think
considering it likely, but
I think our mistrust is still valid of her. I don't think we've learned anything that particularly clears her. It only muddies the water surrounding. I think if this Sakul doesn't accept our request for a discussion, we might have to choose something rather than be confident in something.
I think if we're unable to get this meeting with this Sagul, there is always the distinct possibility, and I'll look around to make sure no one's watching us as I say this.
Hey, make a perception check. I assume you guys are back within Jack's private quarters.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
Yeah, I had kind of thought so, but
yeah, no,
Well, I mean,
sorry.
unless you're making the perception check because the door is open, then
No, sorry. I was envisioning us walking down a hall. Ignore me.
the door isn't open. A cadre of goblins came along and took it off its hinges.
What?
I'm kidding.
I think we have to be prepared for the distinct reality in which we have to potentially question Chancellor Altare. I'm not fond of the thought of going against an archmage to get her to answer questions potentially against our will. Ideally, we could just con her, but she is an archmage, so
Agreed, and double agreed. And the only other thing I'll add is there are some things, unless she is truly lost, that perhaps even someone capable as an archmage might not be able to rise beyond, which is reputation and intrigue and rumor and the threatened loss of power. If we obtain enough information over her, and play our cards right, we could enter into a scenario where we essentially can't be touched because it would ruin everything she's built.
So blackmail.
Ooh.
You can call it that, but if the investigation turns out that she's a guilty member, yet we're not trying to particularly fight her, as she is an archmage, there are other means of gaining an advantage in a confrontation. Doesn't necessarily have to be by blade.
You are not wrong. I have accomplished probably the vast majority of my assignments without the blade.
I only throw it out there so that we keep it in mind and we keep an eye out for it, because it's an archmage after all. The harder we push, the more ready she'll be. We'll have to find an upper hand, and I'm hoping Sakul will either give us that upper hand or give us a path, walk.
Or sure hope so.
Yeah, because right now we're definitely on the back foot. This lockdown in the city isn't looking good. Is there enough room in this room for all of us, DM?
There normally would be, but because of how massive Druntar is, you guys are sitting a little bit closer.
Not following the 6-foot guidelines. Got it.
I
Yeah.
meant
Basically, I envision Jax sitting at the desk. Janera is over on the bed, and the rest of you are kind of sitting over on the.
I meant for sleeping, so it would definitely be like cramped as piss.
Because
I'm not trying.
You guys would be like leaning against the walls and.
The only other thing I'm
back
gonna.
to our like lodging from the night before.
I
that.
would say
Trip-
I could probably almost. I don't know. I guess I could probably ask for if there is an extra.
I mean, the only reason I was gonna throw it out there is we're in discussion to have a meeting with someone. Traveling back through this. Traveling back through the sewer is another danger, and more possibility of being discovered.
I don't
If we're
think we
just
need
waiting
to,
on,
though.
I know, and if we're just waiting on word for a meeting, potentially with Sakul, I don't think it's wise to move at this moment. Because we're relatively like this Athenaeum DM. Remind me if I'm getting this wrong. The Bronze Salamanders like maintain their own cordon. They have their own whatever. Like the guardsmen aren't like actively of the city aren't actively like searching.
Right. This whole floor of the Athenaeum orders people who are of the Order of the Bronze Salamander or special guests of them are the only ones allowed within. And you guys would know that the only reason you gained access to this floor is because Jax was promoted to the level of Inquisitor from Acolyte. Because he is an Inquisitor, he has the ability to allow people that he into this level of the Athenaeum.
Guest pass.
That's just my thoughts. I don't see a reason to traverse the sewers. Just have to traverse them again if we get another meeting, or if we get a meeting.
True.
Well, I mean, how much do we really need to hide? I don't think anybody saw us.
There is also the chance that we could find a nearby inn around here out in the Sapphire District. I imagine it's not barren. With an Inquisitor by our side leading us from the Athenaeum, we would have, I imagine, some level of protection from guards' staring glances.
Even
That
if we
works fine,
wanted
too.
to change our looks a little bit, I could help with that.
I mean, do we need to leave? I could always see if there's extra lodging here.
I mean, that's the question, I imagine.
Dylan, show me the cat.
What time of day is it?
She's laying down.
Oh, never mind.
Time of day after you guys awoke, went through the sewers, and have spent time researching and talking with. It's early afternoon, 2 or 3.
Okay.
I suggest we settle back for at least potentially the remainder of the day, if not a couple hours, and perhaps re-go over our notes.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Let's
'cause
cross-reference everything.
So technically, I have no idea how long any of this is going to go on. How long they patrolling the city.
True.
The book you stole, based on what we've discovered just simply by reading through it, has kind of blown the top off the whole mystery. And given if she is indeed the new holder of this blade, or anyone else, this is the key to the first step to unlocking that mystery. And if she's guilty, then I see no reason she would stop the search ever until she finds what she's looking for.
So, DM, do I find anything special about that book that I stole? Because I feel like we kind of found a lot of the same information here in the library. So I almost wondered, like, was there anything special about that particular book that was
There
different?
is a lot more information in if you'd like. In?
I mean, somebody probably should, especially if we're going to stick around.
Well, I think that's what we should do. We should take the time to stay here, if we can, or at a nearby tavern, and sift through what we've got.
Sure. So
The
then I guess
answer either lies with Sakul or in that book.
so at that point I will return to Baldak and just ask if there was any way I could temporarily house these people while we're under lockdown.
I wouldn't really call the city or lockdown, but you guys are always welcome here. Mike, and he motions over to the side. Please take my quarters while you're here.
Just, whoa, where will you be?
Sleep at my desk.
I don't know if that's necessary.
Oh, so he's me.
One of my stature. You'll come to know
Thanks, guys.
as your power begins to grow, hone your skills. Go a few days without sleep.
I admire you more and more every day.
So he goes and just sits back down and just basically just reading through papers, signing off on a few various things of that. I should ask, what's your guys' plan of action after you talk to Sakul? Could you find who stole the blade? Capture them and bring them back, or could we retrieve the blade?
I guess that's a good question. I don't think I see a need to kill the person who, I don't know. I guess I'm interested in knowing why.
Yeah, I think with respect, High Inquisitor, that was certainly a conversation we were going to have. I don't think we know enough yet to have that conversation. It depends on the many nuances of who's responsible and why, and
I just would,
all other.
if possible, have my own questioning of how they reversed our defenses. Maybe one off the book.
Certainly. I've met you. I have the means to speak to you at any point. Magically. I guess we'll certainly take that into account if possible. I will reach out to you.
Hearing from you, friend.
I keep forgetting you're a fish.
I'm not a fish. I'm just a blue humanoid. I'm not actually a fish.
Like 2-for-1 salmon up in here.
I do be looking like a nice slab of salmon, okay?
Oh.
DM, can I ask, is there any, like, while we're in his quarters, in his office, any symbolism that stands out to me?
Within his office or within his quarters?
Yes.
Aren't they the same place?
There's a door that leads into another room, which you haven't gone into. Directed as his quarters.
I'd like to, if that's possible.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
No, guys, I'm not a fish. Guys, I'm not a fish, I say.
Stop
yeah.
it.
God,
I hate you guys.
Get the 7.
I'm not a fish.
Did you get the 7?
Mhm.
Guidance? No, I'm kidding. Didn't know you were doing it.
Yeah, 7 on that first one.
I mean, looking around the room, are you looking for like symbols or what are you?
Symbols, just anything recurring. Like-
there are definitely some symbol of things throughout the room. There you can see the 7 different crests of the 7 recognized gods that are for worship. Which you would instantly recognize. They're very common. 2 of which are on your one armor. Besides that, there's nothing really that out. You see some bronze salamanders, which would be affected.
Okay.
Question: Perseus have an office here?
Perseus is not a member of the.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Does he have like an office in this town?
You would know that he lives within the Black Manor, Alexandria.
Hmm.
Mm.
When you guys were traversing through the house, you do know that on the 2nd floor you saw some living.
What? Well, I will relay that information because apparently that's insanely important.
Break in round 2.
He's a personal assistant or whatever to her. That would make sense. It's not
Security. Yeah, he's the security guard, I believe, the head security.
He's her head advisor.
I saw that wink, Alyssa. Stop it.
He is her head advisor.
Hmm.
Oh. Sorry.
So it's starting to look more and more like our original mission,
Same hat,
and it's all the same.
It-
Original
that
mission,
way.
we're literally doing the same thing for the same purpose.
DM, if I go into his living quarters, can I do the same thing?
Sure.
Please be better. Natural 20. Okay.
0.
+0, but natural 20. Anything
nice.
recurring. Any symbology, any
Um,
things we've seen before, any animals,
It's
anything.
The word you're looking
So-
for is
Symbolism.
as you're looking throughout the room, there's definitely some similar symbology through. The different symbology of the salamander, various things. I get the sense that this Black Dragonborn man has a affinity for hourglasses, as there is like a whole bookcase just filled with different hourglasses, carrying design and nature, filled with different things. And then you come across his personal collection of books, and as you're looking through just very quickly about what books he might keep to himself throughout here, you come across a couple books about gods that maybe aren't so well known, and one catches your eye, and it says the story of the two-eyed cat.
Hey.
Wait, what?
Can I just flip through that one pretty please?
Yeah, it tells the story of Yildrithin, the goddess of luck, and the story of a black cat that has two different colored eyes, one yellow, one blue, and story of how wherever this cat went, it journeyed from owner to owner, from person to person. With every person that it came across, they found themselves having the rest of their lives. They just had to form a streak. How people came into riches, came into royalty, finding massive amounts of jewels, came into land. Those that had people that were sick, they came miraculously finding cures for those of their family that needed it. Varying different tales of stories of how lucky people got after coming in contact.
Very cool.
Like a regular cat?
Cool.
Mystical. It is a black.
Well, I mean, like in form.
In form, it is a regular black cat.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You guys do see a large chamber in which there is a large bed with this massive canopy. And as you guys look out, seems as if there is another small little hallway that leads out to the balcony. And as you guys walk out, you find this large circular balcony that has a opening within the center and kind of a railing. And as you look down the railing, you can peer down to the floors below with it. You'll see Fiden sitting there at the bottom of his table there, still reading through or whatever book he was reading.
Good old fine fighting.
How far is? Never mind.
He's 3 stories down if you need.
He's not 30 feet from me.
No, he is not.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is the story not 10 feet?
I was gonna say.
He's at a diagonal. I imagine he's not right below me. It's not
Well,
really-
I mean, to keep a long story short, DM, I'm okay with just like basically spending the rest of the day cross-referencing our notes. Yeah.
But before we do, you guys.
Ah!
There
War
it is.
Caster!
1d8 incoming.
You'll never break my slow.
I know. I was
5.
dreading level 8.
Roll a 5, DM.
6?
I don't know what
Level
happened
8,
to-
right?
I don't know what happened to our elf.
I'll talk with you about it. Yeah, roll the 5. So. Oh, we get an ASI. Fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm thick now.
Oh, I get Divine Strike, baby.
DM, I rolled a 5.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Beefy people.
Good, good. You guys go up. I'll just heal you. It's fine. You guys are my health reserve.
Alright.
My health reserve is
I
my
got
own health reserve. You guys are
5.
my extra. Hey, not bad.
Up average?
Supposed to be.
I got lucky that time. That is, I don't normally do that.
Oh,
You know.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You might have picked a very good time to end the session because I think they're going to lag out.
Oh, yeah, I know. Say, Janera and Kel, you are frozen for us.
Oops.
Oh,
You're
oh,
back.
Oh, oh, maybe back?
Sort of back, sort of not. We'll find out.
But anyways,
Okay.
guys, that's all for us tonight. Guys dove into a lot of information that I've been there.
Yeah, my brain fucking hurts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to probably
Try
rewatch this one.
writing it all, and that's not even like the half of it.
Yeah.
Like,
But that was awesome, guys. Fun session. Can't wait to see what you guys do next. For those of you that are new to us, this is a secondary campaign which we are running, known as Silver Sparrows. It is a short campaign. We're looking at probably what originally was going to be probably 5 sessions. It's probably closer to 7 now because of some things that happened that I was not prepared for these guys in last session that extended the play a little bit. But I look forward to seeing where the rest of this goes. And we also I want to share that our campaign that we normally run on every other Friday is tomorrow night. So if you guys want to step back in tomorrow,
Yes, I promise we're not called Friday Night Dice for no reason.
we
be very
do
weird.
enjoy playing on Friday nights. But You'll see a couple familiar faces between Aiden here, who plays Mazaeus, is Elric in the and I am, of course, the DM in the other game, but the rest of these guys are some amazing players, and I actually hope to have some of them with these characters on as guests on our other show eventually. So we'll see how that goes and where their characters end up going at the end of this campaign. Place them for characters. But anyway, that's all for tonight. You guys have a good night.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.
You
Thanks,
say
Matt.
you planned 5 sessions worth. You really planned a year's worth of sessions.
Yeah, you didn't. You don't understand what just.
You don't
happened.